Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of New To Mythics Live. Oh, where'd Brennan go? Brennan's having some. There he is. You guys make me nervous. People are coming and going.
I was trying to launch the screen and I hit exit.
No, you're fine. No worries. This is like a relaxing. I want this to be like a conversation, relaxing show. You guys leave when you need to. Go take a leak if you need to. Whatever, you know. There's no pressure. It's like there's enough of us to carry on a conversation, and we've got the topics, so it's not a big deal. But anyways, I want to introduce my gang here today. I try to rotate and have different people, but sometimes it tends to be my favorite people that keep coming back, like this guy down here, Brian Carr, like my buddy Brendan. Thank you guys, my buddy over here, Blake. Thank you guys very much for being here. We got new guys. We got Corey Meyer. Welcome, Corey.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. We got Rick. And also the Brick something. We got Brick. What's up, my man?
Hey, I got a V in front of my name. Thank you, man.
Yes. And then we've got the man on the streets, the man at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, Brett.
That's good. Good
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Okay. I put the headphones on today.
I was gonna say it's quieter too.
Yes.
You're a pro now at a Comic-Con, San Diego.
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You might have the best audio in the chat right now.
Yay.
Are you like in line for something, or are you just kind of waiting to get in?
I'm in line.
Yeah, you're early.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to get in, get out, quit fucking about.
Gotta get them paladins, man. Get them paladins.
Yep.
There's a guy that posted he got like 9.
Yeah, but you know that's not okay. 4 days. So the first day there was no limits or whatever. You know that some people say there were, some people say there weren't. Thursday there was a limit of 2, and then Friday, Saturday it was a limit of 1, and you had to show your badge, and it had to be attendees only. You couldn't be an exhibitor. So you know over the 4 days that that guy was here, you know, 9.
I'll see you in a bit then.
Okay.
So was that them kind of adjusting? Like, holy crap, we didn't realize
Maybe
how popular this was going to be, or was it Jeremy getting there? And Jeremy is the figure police. Like, no,
maybe.
That's true.
Jeremy's like, because George doesn't care. George is like, yeah,
what are we doing here? What's going on here?
Jeremy's like, no, hell no, I'm coming out there. I'm flying out, and we're not giving everybody out these.
Jeremy be like, guys, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But even at one
This line
per,
before, you just took your hat off, so I'm not selling you another one.
even though it was 1 per on Friday and Saturday, it's still sold out in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So give me a guesstimate on how many you think they brought.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, when I was checking out yesterday, Joe Vassapolo said last case. So I'm assuming 2-3 cases a day, maybe.
Yeah. Now, do you
Maybe
think
4?
Is that them being like wanting to build up that excitement by having not that many? Do you think they'll show up somewhere else? Some people were saying maybe they'll show up at Legion's Con.
Well, they had to air freight these in. So they're not going to air freight 5,000 units.
Right.
And so I don't know. Because these didn't come from the factory. They shipped them, at least that's what they told me. They shipped them directly here.
Yeah,
and
that's what I heard.
All the rest, I assume, what they're going to have at an in-stock sale right around the Kickstarter, because you wouldn't run a manufacturing run of 500 and then do another run of 2,000 later. You'd take advantage of your economies of scale now from the factory, ship what you want to sell this weekend, and then the rest of them come on a boat later in the year. That's my 2 cents.
Yep, makes sense.
I've been traveling, so I haven't been following closely. Is there a difference between what they're offering at SDCC versus what they might offer the version of it later? Like
they're offering this exact one from SDCC as part of the Kickstarter next year.
Okay.
I think it's going to be in stock when the Kickstarter goes live,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping.
and there'll be different colorways individually packed
Sure.
with the Kickstarter that will take the whole full manufacturing cycle.
Okay. I only ask because if you were going to air, if they said that they were having it air dropped, that might have actually been like direct from the factory as part of a larger run, like you're saying, and having the whole run being done already, and just having a portion sent, which is ultimately the cheapest. You're not shipping it to New Jersey, then repacking it, shipping it again. So you're probably right that it's that whatever run they're doing for everything is done. So
And that's just basic for me. That's just like what I would do from manufacturing logistics standpoint. And that's what I do with parts at work. We have full runs done. Sometimes we need them sooner, so we airship 2 or 3, and the rest of them go in a container.
Yeah, that's the big fingers crossed for this audience.
Yes.
With Spiro and AWOC, we're hoping that things align properly, and we're actually hoping to have a bunch airdropped to the States right before Legions Con, enough to ship out all the US stuff and all the Kickstarter stuff, and then have some left over for Legions Con. So, but it's apparently a thing that I just learned that can be done from the factory.
Yep.
But also to the question of the numbers, having been to San Diego a long time ago, it's been like over a decade now, but also having been recently to WonderCon and dealing with the logistics, it's the same crew that runs Comic-Con, but smaller. Like, they're on point, so you can have whatever you want shipped there. They'll store it. They have someone deliver it. So it's actually one of the easiest things to do. So I am curious what their numbers were. It's ultimately, I think it's going to be up to their like confidence and judgment on what they think they can sell. So
I mean, geez, look at the Barbarian. They had to have made about 5,000 of that thing.
Oh,
It's
easily. Yeah.
still flying off the shelves, and they still have reserve stock for an in-stock sale later this year.
Right.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But I think selling them or bringing few kind of builds that excitement. Everyone wants to get it. They're clamoring to. It's kind of like a business strategy or marketing strategy, I guess.
Well, and to add to that, Greg, you're talking about a figure that they've planned out, that they know people want. They listen to the algorithms and the pulse. And then you throw a figure out there that basically has 3 different head sculpts basically right out of the box. So now you're talking anybody on here, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm like, wow, that's a minimum of 3 for me. Right. So,
Yeah.
Marketing 101, right?
If you can get them, though. If you can get them,
Right. Or you can be like we won't get into this conversation like heavily, but we can get into the individuals that initially on SDCC day, the Paladin was up for $180 on eBay, and it's just like, wow. It is what it is. It's America, but still as collectors, sometimes you get frustrated with it, right?
Well, and a lot of the people that are buying it here, Blake, are not true Legionnaires. They're buying it to do exactly what you just said. And I was talking to Jeremy yesterday, and we were joking around, and he said I should probably to weed out the fans from the scalpers or the flippers or whatever you want to call them, ask them the name of the founders.
Trivia questions. Gatekeeper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your question today is: Who are the four horsemen? What was the first wave after Aetheron?
Exactly.
I saw a review for the figure. I was kind of looking up on YouTube, and someone had a review of the Paladin, but they're like, they didn't know anything. They didn't know any of the names. They were saying Mythos. It was just like, what is going on, man?
But if that brings another person to the line, great.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. That excites me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what excites me most about this, is that this is an opportunity for them to like really broaden their base.
Yes.
And I hope they see, like, I think it's super smart. Surprise, surprise, Jeremy Gerard doing the marketing stuff. I think it's super smart to limit it to, and to be able to say, we had a bunch, there's this long line, and we sold out in 45 minutes. I think that's the kind of thing that, having been to San Diego Comic-Con, is a thing you hear about pretty quickly. Unfortunately, some of it is scalpers who like love to spread that news, but it gets the name out there and that kind of thing. So
builds excitement and
well, and let's put it this way: this is the first SDCC is viewing from a distance here that I've seen since pre-pandemic, where I feel like SDCC came back. Like I think look at the line right there. Exactly. It seems like the exclusives this year are actual exclusives, right? You're talking about a situation where before the exclusives would show up online later, even from the people that are providing it, and saying, yeah, we got extra SDCC because people really didn't have the energy. There just wasn't that SDCC vibe to get those exclusives. And now it's back. You know, I got a story yesterday from somebody about the Mezco Doc Knock dark version, right? Or I love Doc Knock. I reached out to somebody and said, hey, I know you're busy, but like, what was this like? And I got the story that I was like, wow, thousands of people in line for the Doc Knock, and they only did 25 a day. That was their minimum set. And so that becomes truly exclusive.
30. They pushed everybody off that was in line and said we're not doing it until 10:30, and then you had hundreds of people milling around the booth just trying to be that first person in line again.
So that's the old San Diego Comic-Con hype, the FOMO, the whatever you want to talk about that we were all used to pre-pandemic, and I think this year it's finally back. I don't know if that's good or bad, depending on your anxiety level about getting figures, but the end result is it makes the exclusives feeling very exclusive from now on.
Yeah.
As long as they keep them exclusives, that's fine. Like Cold Slither, that's not from the Hasbro line. That's not something that everybody wants. If you make something that is a mainline figure, what did they put out yesterday? Pythona. And I hope that doesn't say an exclusive, because if you're into Cobra Law, that's something you really kind of want.
It's a cool
that's going to be a Pulse exclusive.
Yeah, it's a convention exclusive and a Pulse exclusive.
Yeah,
just like Cold Slither, you know, it's a convention exclusive here, but what they don't sell, they're going to put up on Pulse.
But Cold Slither sold out on Pulse in like 30 seconds.
But that was the small preview bunch that they did last Thursday.
That's true.
I have one in my bag, and it's going to fill my backpack or fill my travel bag.
Run along with Paladins.
I'm leaving behind a bunch of underwear and socks.
That poor maid. It's like, what do you want me to do with these?
Maybe I'll wash them for her. I don't know.
There you go. Let's say hi to the people in the chat.
Yes.
Kirby, 2 days in a row. My goodness, we're spoiled with pleasant company. I know we've got some outstanding human beings here. Thank you guys this morning for being on.
I do want to take a second to say hi to everybody that's on the stream. I know Blake and Brian really well. I've met Brick virtually several times. We share common initials, BS.
I was going to say it's the other BS.
My man Brendan and my man Rick. And I have to apologize because the top middle, I don't recognize this early in the morning staring at that tiny little thing.
Yeah, Corey Meyer.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you very much. How are you?
Very good.
Where are you at?
I'm in Ames, Iowa.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
Corey's good peeps. He helps out the community a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah. He works at a toy shop, and he's able to get some things that are hard to find for people.
That's awesome.
Really good guy. He's on the Friday night chats and stuff.
Yes. Yep. That's where I've seen him and Rick there. So I appreciate it.
I love the toy hunt.
Yeah, it's an amazing one. Rick's been doing a lot of little side projects for me, and it's been a wonderful thing.
Very cool.
Absolutely. So also Mike, MJ Staten is here. Good morning, Mike. Appreciate you.
Semper Fi.
Kirby says good morning. Good morning. Andy is here this morning. Early for you, Andy. Good morning, buddy.
Hey.
Isn't Andy on the West Coast now or East Coast?
No, he's in
Maryland.
He's in Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Eastern.
He's a late sleeper.
Okay, gotcha.
Heinrich says good morning, everyone.
I know him.
William says interesting building. That must be in reference to my thumbnail. That was a church in Vermont.
I thought with your thumbnail, Greg, you were going to reveal some kind of really cool, like some mythic, like heads up on some I don't know. But I even wrote you. It's like, what's
right? Yeah.
I'm like,
No, I love old churches and old architecture. I just think that they're the ornate, that style of architecture's lost now. Everything now is more functional and modern and stuff. And
Prefab
Tell me
built
about
to
it.
not last.
yeah.
Yeah, Brendan would know firsthand.
Right. So whenever I see, extra flourishes or, ornamental things on buildings and stuff, I'll stop and take pictures and stuff. But
well, it's early here on the West Coast, so part of this, I saw the thumbnail and it reminded me of going to like 6:30 a.m. Sunday morning mass with my dad. So I was like, okay, I guess that's what's happening today.
Yeah, it was
Good
a cool
church.
church. I worked in Vermont for 6 months, and it was a cool church. I kept driving by, so I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Greg, that's
Yeah,
what got me
Heinrich's-
started going in and photographing buildings, was just driving by, seeing cool things. The next thing
Yeah,
I got
absolutely.
curiouser, and I was inside them taking pictures.
I thought you were trying to send us like a heads up, like, hey, everyone needs to buy an extra building for their figures.
Yes, right? Yeah. I'm upscaling for sure.
That's a preview.
Mike says, I love these old churches. You don't see many of them anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Nice.
I actually got up on my own. No alarm in time. This may never happen again. Okay. We will cherish you then. Good morning. William says, my kind of place. Absolutely. Mike, don't know why, but almost my whole life I get up at 3:45 a.m. every day. Man, that is early.
Yeah, but it could be relative. What times do you go to bed? 6?
Right. Cool intro. Thanks. Yeah, I need to change it up. Brick's got the coolest intro, man. What did you use to make that intro while we're
For the news, it's for those who aren't familiar, it's a homage to the MTV the news break. One, it's sorry, long way to answer my brain. It's early. But it's stock footage. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all stock footage, right? Because it's public domain images. What I'm trying to say. It's like the launch and stuff. So I just put it together. I actually did it in After Effects and iMovie, a mix, like all the graphic stuff. And then I shot my own little Moon Man, thanks to who did that? Ooh, I'm blanking on who did it. But it was a build based on a. I'm sorry, guys. What's his name?
It's a spur of the moment question.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear figure with one of the Mythic Legion skulls underneath. So that's my Moon Man with my little flag and logo.
That's cool.
So.
Love it.
So you're the Kurt Loder of toys, Mark.
Yeah, or yes, I guess so. What was the British girl that was really loud and
Downtown Julie Brown?
Julie
yeah,
Brown.
Downtown
Julie Brown, everybody.
Downtown Julie Brown. No,
I like the other Julie Brown.
What's her name as a news reporter now? Kennedy.
Oh, is she?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. She's on a right wing newscast or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's on TV every single day.
If you like Downtown Julie Brown, which I do, and it brings me back memories, she is on Sirius XM on the 80s channel, and it's awesome. Every once in a while, and she still sounds like this. It's Downtown Julie Brown.
Oh my God. Sure. That's awesome.
But thank you, Greg. Yeah, I always wonder, like, I can tell who's in the audience because it's like there's the older folks, hi,
Right.
guys. And then there's other folks who are like, what is okay, whatever.
No, I dig it. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah, I'm
This
always
one's
trying
not-
to change my intro a little bit.
The youngsters are cool. They're just like, Rick's cool, but he's not relevant.
Wabba.
Wubba, wubba, wubba.
MJ Staten.
Mr. C. Good morning, Mr. C. Appreciate you, man. Really looking forward to his debut at CarverCon next year, July. It's going to be
His
awesome.
dios are just so freaking incredible.
Yeah, I hope he brings something small that I can buy, something not too grandiose that I can afford.
Nothing you have to strap to the roof of your car.
Yeah, I'm not worried really about size. I'm worried about price. I want not to say I'm not saying he's overpriced or but I'm a poor bastard, so I would rather I need something smaller, but something that would represent his awesome, amazing creations.
If you've ever seen his work,
He does claim sales from time to time with like smaller G12 size pieces. He'll put up like 10 at a time or something like that. They go really quick. But
yeah, really
if you've
cool.
ever seen his work at all, no one would wonder why you're saying the price, because those things are huge and beautiful.
They're amazing
and beautiful.
Amazing. Yes. Morning, Mike, Casper. Mike, later on this show, we're gonna have our least favorite, our top 5 least or bottom 5 least favorite mythics. And my list is inspired by Mike Casper. So
Wow.
Yeah. My number one is
I think we all know who that is.
Jesse Marshall. Good morning. Appreciate you. William, Oz went all night last night.
Oh man.
Yes, he did.
24 hours to this morning.
That's insane.
In fact, I couldn't sleep last night. I jumped on right after Brick left, around 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, I
jumped
watched a little
for a little bit. And he was doing like Off-World the night before too. He was just like basically he filmed his life. He was in a reality show yesterday.
Yeah, him and Curtis are they're always.
Curtis was on there late. He was up till 3 or 4.
Yeah,
something like that.
I work early, so my brain is programmed to go to bed at like 10 or 10:30. Past that, I'm worthless.
Yeah. Sleeping through the night's a problem, so I'll wake up and I'll listen to these guys and I'll go back to bed.
Yeah. Andy's saying, "Hey, Brett."
Hey,
Mike, great photos yesterday, Brett. I didn't see any. What did you? Where did you post them at? I didn't see your pictures. Damn it.
Well, a couple here and there in Discord.
Oh, I always forget about Discord. I need to go back and I need to get back in there.
You need to forget about Facebook and get on Discord.
You need to get on Discord.
Amen, brother.
Is that a public group there, BS?
There's one run by a guy in the Sacramento area, Papa Schmitty, and it's called the Garrison, and that's where most of us. And then Bill Dorkler has one as well, and they're both 99% Mythic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the Bill. I'm on the Dorkler, but am I in the Garrison? Did you send me an invite? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're in there too.
Okay.
Invite me.
I need to haunt it. Yeah, invite Brick.
Yeah.
I gotta find a way, and I will today.
Paul Morales. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Paul. Appreciate you, man. Not open for a bit, are they?
Who?
I'm behind on what we were talking about. Not open for a bit. I'm not sure.
Maybe SDCC.
Probably SDCC where he's at.
Oh yeah. I'm also appreciating that it was like 6-ish when we started, and he's like out there in that beautiful sky. It's like 66 out there right now. I'm like, oh man, that sounds nice.
Palm trees, everything.
Look at that. San Diego.
Yep. Not as crystal clear though. They got some cloud cover, but the easiest job in meteorology is to be a weather person in Southern California.
Oh man!
And it goes like this: Good morning, everybody. The surf zone's at blah 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 blah, and by noon, the early morning fog will burn off, and you'll have a beautiful day. It'll be a high of 91.
It's just been absolutely gorgeous here. Although
you got a job.
My head. I got a little red head.
Oh,
you're gonna get a stripe today.
I know, right? Well, I have one here from yesterday's do-rag. That's my hotel right there.
Oh, score!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, when did you buy that hotel?
I got
that's
a
where you
board
keep
plate.
your figures. Okay.
Now I know who's selling all the paladins on eBay. I get it.
Yeah, those barbarians. Oh, got it now. It's all making sense.
It's called the Skeleton Palace. Kevin Boots. Good morning, Kevin. And he says that Paladin is awesome. What I really want is a Jurassic World exclusive. It's hilarious.
Is that the Mattel Creations one?
I have not seen that.
There's a Hot Wheels Jurassic World, and there's a Hot Wheels something else I forgot already.
There's one I think with a blow up dinosaur costume.
Yeah.
The kid
That's the one Andy's looking for. The one
okay.
guy, the blow up dinosaur costume. He wrote wants that.
I love the exclusives, but a lot of times you're able, unless it's like, Mezco or something, you're able to usually hopefully get that stuff online, like my stepson's like, oh, you've got a friend in at Comic-Con. Can he get me you know, the what did he want? He wanted the Anakin and Obi-Wan. And I'm like, and I had to explain to him, like, okay, my friend would have to carry this box around. I don't know how big the box is. Then
It's fucking big. Because I had to get one for my friend back in Chicago, and I said, Brian, you're not getting the box. He's like, as long as I get the little lightsaber clash effect, I'm all good. And I'm like, fine. The rest is staying.
Yeah, so I told him, just be cool. It'll show up on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah,
you know, don't worry. Most stuff you're able to get. Like, I know a lot of people aren't Super 7 fans. I am, and they had this stuff available through Walmart and through their website like the day I think Comic-Con started. So they already shipped my Monstar that's back metal. Yeah, they've already shipped that and my Astral Lion-O. So thank you, you know.
I still have anxiety from trying to pick up that Kenner Colors Boba Fett Black Series San Diego exclusive from several years ago back on Pulse. Oh, yeah. It was rough. That was probably
a bloodbath.
the ISS sale for like a
bloodbath.
Yeah, the box for Cold Slither is smaller than the Anakin Obi-Wan box.
Huh.
Wow.
And it has twice the figures and a full band set. Granted, the Obi-Wan one has that little doohickey that they were riding on over the lava.
The classified line changes their boxes. They've been getting smaller and smaller.
They do.
You know what's great about that? Who cares? I take my figures out of my box.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The only reason I noticed is I got two at the same time, and one box is bigger than the other, and they're both just regular figures. I'm like, oh, they're shrinking the boxes. Done.
Since I've been classified, I think it's been like 6 different box sizes now.
I have a hard time opening the retro cards though, because they look so nice.
It's real easy. Just grab the top and pull.
Or buy 2.
I have them on a wall until until I feel like I need to open them. But right now, they make a nice wallpaper. The classified card backs.
True.
Greg, you got that new building for all your figures that you showed on your phone.
You're
so
right.
why are you worried about it? Just buy what you want.
It's just hard. It's hard to put shelves on stone. Like the stone, like it's not easy to to mount the shelves on the stone walls. So working on it. Mike said, how about those stands from Savage Crucible? I love it.
Yes.
Cool. They've got kind of little mini dio pieces that Savage Crucible has revealed. Pretty cool. And I like how these companies like the studio, $25. And I think one of them was like 10 for the stands or something.
The small ones are 10.
I love that.
25 with the iguana.
Is it? Yeah. That like Four Horsemen, they've got, in the new wave, they've got like the tavern dio stuff. So I'm grateful that these companies are listening to all these people that want to, have dios in their homes and build stuff. I always love this. Let me see that again, Brett. That the window thing. It's like so.
That's a nice atrium.
Futuristic. Love that.
That's beautiful.
So now I get to walk from the top of these escalators all the way around to come back to right there. All the way around. The entire convention. One full lap to come back to where I came up the escalators.
Do you know what they call that? They call that a free workout. You're lucky. You're blessed. Keep doing it.
Yeah. He ran. He's out.
Blake, you'll be proud. I got 30,000 steps in yesterday.
Wow. Nice. Yeah.
They try to air you guys out before you have to all
I'm gonna be honest with you.
into the convention center.
Brett, when you got on there, I almost didn't recognize you. Look a lot thinner. So I was like, man, who's that?
Right?
I sweated it off yesterday.
Andy is officially asking you to grab him a Jurassic World exclusive set.
Ask him where I would find that.
Mattel.
Is it Mattel?
Yeah, I think it might be on Mattel Creations too, because I'm eyeing that too. It's got that cool green version of that Hammond T-Rex with new feet. If that means anything to anyone.
Not me, but I'll go over to that booth.
Good morning, James.
Right after Four Horsemen.
Downright Diabetic. Good morning. Met you yesterday. Thank you for coming by. He's in Canada.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Did we find out what part of Canada?
He said yesterday, and I forgot. It
Okay.
was Saint something. You remember, Brian?
What did he say? Yeah,
Saint John.
Say something.
St. John? Was it?
Is he a Newfie?
I thought he said either Newfoundland or Nova Scotia, or I can't remember.
Sorry, downright. You gotta tell us again.
Yeah, you gotta tell us again.
Mike is a sucker for old barns. Yeah, I remember when I moved to the Midwest. I had moved from California to South Dakota first, and these beautiful barns with the silos and stuff. I'd never seen these kind of cool old barns before.
That was one of the things about living in rural Wisconsin that I also drew my eye, other than churches, was old farms, old barns, and then I started going in those too and exploring more abandoned buildings.
St. John's. Yeah.
St. John's. Okay.
Yep.
How about me? I remembered. I can't believe it.
Good job.
Mike says, Brett, thank you for my barbarian figure. I appreciate it so very much.
You are most welcome, Michael.
How is
my
the table?
pleasure.
How is the table there, the Four Horsemen studio table? I didn't ask you.
Everything is in the back. They had a little price list of what's available. A lot of figures were sold out. The Barbarian and the Paladin were sold out for today. Most of it was Necro. And nothing super fantastic. But again, they had to ship stuff out here, so they kept it to a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And the display case was phenomenal. That's what was really cool about this one, was how they had everything in the waves and little QR codes and when the wave's coming, and even the Einstein stuff was just amazing. Just looking at them.
Yeah, I've got some pictures of that we're gonna check out.
And Rising Suns, I was looking at it in the light like that, and it was just the colors. I didn't recognize how much colors are in there.
Yeah, we're weeding them out. We're weeding them out.
See, that's what that long walk is for, Brett. They need to figure out who's stupid.
Rising Suns is actually a production sample now.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's why I got the little coloring.
Ashes had the production samples. Thraxon and Hyrozone had the production samples.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
And seeing them all, I know you said we're going to look at it later, but that display is gorgeous. Just for again, keeping in mind the many eyeballs that are going to be seeing this stuff and are going to stop and go like, what is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
every time I came back, I stared more. And I've seen it 100 times, but I couldn't stop staring.
I remember, one of the last comic, again, it's been decades, was they had a bunch in the Mattel booth. They had huge bookcases of Motu classics, again, Four Horsemen stuff. And I remember just sitting there for as long as I could, like with my phone, just taking pictures and just staring at this stuff. So now seeing all this Legion stuff and Cosmic stuff and Figura stuff and that, I guess no Figura, but just that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm coming home with a Mr. C Dio at CarverCon. That's it. That's goal number one.
Too. I'll have all levels and price points for sale at CarverCon.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Nice.
Mike says those dials are short of supernatural. Well said.
Wow, that's nice.
That is a recommendation. J-Mac, skipping work so I can watch morning, guys. Thank you, man. That's
Morning,
some pressure.
J-Mac.
That's some pressure. Instant. John McGovern, good morning. Good morning. I could swear I invited Joe G.
There's a pace car ahead of us. Just
What
slowed
car?
us all down. There's workers are slowing us down. Because we just all.
Again, they're weeding out the stupid, man.
Oh, you can't
And-
follow directions. You're out.
And he says it's the bull T-Rex from Lost World rampaging through San Diego Comic-Con and has Congoer in blow-up dinosaur costume.
Okay.
You're the best. Brendan,
I told him your head would explode when you see the size of the box. But it sounds, according to Trevor, it's going to be hard to get.
Trevor's going to sell out anyway, quick.
Yeah.
Run, Brett.
good morning, Stacy. Good
Morning,
morning.
Casey.
I think all these people in front of me would tackle me if I decided to run.
Oh man, yeah, you get stopped.
People would tackle you consider you're a
Yeah. Good morning, Hoth. Hoth Basher, good morning. Rick says, "Oh man, I need to drink this stat. I was blinking that it was David Williams skeleton astronaut build." Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it was totally a thing that I saw
How
him
dare
doing.
you
Oh, these
forget
are great. It was those old. It was from the movie, those Buzz Lightyear figures, cool
Mhm.
suit, and he threw in a skeleton head.
Got him good and sweaty before crowding them together. Yes, absolutely. I mentioned that yesterday. That Con Musk of
Con smell.
sweaty bodies.
Dude, San Diego's. Oh well, sorry, I don't want to jinx it. Sorry, Brett. Worse for getting sick after, man.
Oh man, yeah, Legions Con. I got that COVID, man. That was rough.
SDC's fun petri dish of.
And me and Andy, that son of a bitch, we shared a car for like 11 hours. I had COVID. He never got it. I'm like, dude, you're right next to me. You're breathing. We're sharing the air, and didn't get COVID. He might be inhuman. I'm not sure.
Or he's one of those spreaders. You know, there's those spreaders. They just spread it around. They never have symptoms.
People who were O positive tended not to get the virus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're exactly
That is
correct.
my wife works in a hospital, and it was definitely known that there was a lack of O positive. So if you had that blood, there's some reason, there's some sort of immunity. I know people still got it, but very limited if you had that blood type.
Huh. Yeah. The first time I got COVID, I was sick one night. That was it. I had that back at the beginning when you had to isolate for 14 days. I got sick one night. That was it.
Trevor
Yeah,
says
my wife.
you'll never get to Jurassic Park. It sells out in 20 minutes. Great.
That's nice. Never say never.
Retail Creations, but it sold out already though too.
Stay above
the far zone.
I would never say never to Brett because Brett owns that big building. He has power. He's like
That's a challenge accepted.
Brett is the Tony Stark of the Legion community. He gets what he needs.
Downright says, yes, I'm a Newfoundland.
Yay for Newfies.
No,
Sold out Hotel Creations. Okay. I'm gonna be forever reading the comments.
Yeah,
you guys, we got Nate here also. Hello, Nate. Hello, Endless Fables.
Nate, how you doing?
What's up, Nate?
Let me know what type of displays you guys are looking for, and I'll make sure that I make some once I start building for the show. Appreciate that.
I would say a lot of detail sized ones for sure.
And Brick, thank you, Brick. I just want Greg to read this.
Checks and balances. Checks and balances.
So I put for topics San Diego Comic-Con role-playing game. We've all kind of talked about it. I really wanted Joe here.
I was thinking about how
but
he might still be sleeping.
Yeah, he might still be sleeping. I could swore I added him to the group chat, and I'm looking. I'm like, I don't see him. So sorry, Joe. Next time, buddy. This is very exciting. We talked about it yesterday. Bill was on talking about it. What's you guys' thoughts on this role-playing game? Are you just here for the figures? Are you excited for the game? What's your thoughts?
Here for the figures, excited for the game.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. Corey, how about you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it. I've always wanted to get into D&D and just never had the group around me to do it. But since I've gotten into Mythics and everything, all the friends and stuff I've come up with here, we're already pretty excited about it and ready to do the game.
How about you, Rick?
Yeah, same as Brett. I'm excited for the figures, but I don't play any tabletop games or anything like that. But when I was younger, say around 10, 11 years old, I had all of my older brothers, Monster Manual and Fiend Folio and Player's Hand, all those original hardcover books. And friends and I would kind of kind of go through the motions of playing without doing so much of the math and like the official stuff. We just kind of tell stories and fool around and stuff. And so I'm really kind of, itching to get an online game going or something, but watching the guys on Legion's Quest and, getting into it. So it'd be a lot of fun to see how this translates, virtually as well.
Yeah, I agree. How about you, Brick?
Oh man, I am super excited for both the figures and the game, but like I'm super nerdy my entire life, and I've never ever once actually played a true role-playing game.
Yeah.
I've sort of made one up using Lego with my kids, but and it's been awesome. That's a whole other thing. We built like little dungeons and stuff because I was such a nerd. But yeah, I'm excited. If I could figure out a way to join folks, I would love to try it out because the world, as we know, is amazing.
Yes.
So just being able to play it and kind of play out a scenario in that world would be so fun.
I think the community as a whole, we're so good at connecting with each other that I think it's kind of a no-brainer, I guess. I think it's a great idea to have this role-playing game, and it's just another way for us all to connect to each other.
Watch the crowd. Now they're all
he just got swallowed by the crowd.
StreamYard.
Damn, that's the Legion's line? The Four Horsemen line? No.
Yes.
Let me see.
No, that's the role play game line. Look at that.
Oh, there you go. It's funny. Like, I know I'm not the first person to say this, but I've always thought that, like, if we could get the Mythic Legions line in the awareness of like D&D players who've never heard of it, like I just feel like it's an instant click for them. So when I saw that unveiled at Legions Con in November, I was like, of course, yeah, for the 10th anniversary, they have the capacity now. Like this makes sense, and I hope that it actually does bring in a bunch of new people. Because even like the proportions of the sculpts of Mythic Legions in some ways with like sort of the slightly bigger head, I feel like really it always kind of reminded me of those miniatures a little bit. And of course the world itself feels so D&D-ish that like I think this is a no-brainer, and I really, really hope it brings in a crap ton of new folks, man.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. The having it done as a Kickstarter where there already are a ton of role-playing games out there, I think the role-playing people are going to eat it up as a new expansion to what they're already doing. And then they'll start getting the figures. And that's just going to grow our fan base, our community, all of it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my part at the toy store. Well, it's more of a hobby store. So we get D&D people in there all the time. And minis, they're shopping for minis. And I've been throwing it out there that Mythic is coming out with a role-playing game, so it's been a blast. People are
check
excited.
out this mini.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just curious of what all the role-playing game entails. There's going to be the module, and there's going to be the figure.
enough to craft two.
Well, the game's going to come with miniatures that are unpainted.
I want to eat the crap between White Rabbit.
But then you're going to be able to buy full-size figures as well. So
I'll just do
that's a double dip right there, because you're going to get the guys that love the miniature aspect, buy the game. Game does good. We're going to all buy the figures. They'll get one or two, and then they'll be like, "Oops, I should have gotten more."
Right.
Or should I just craft? Or should I just leave?
Then they're going to be buying a bunch of Mississippi dios to play in their rooms.
All right, what should I do?
12 scale dungeons can play on real size boards, and I can imagine 8 tables at Legion's Con made into one dio map, and everybody moving their
main combo is
so fun.
Brendan, how about you?
You have the most stuff. Get
So-
more.
How do you feel about this, the role-playing game?
Hugely excited for the figures and very excited for the role-playing game, but on different levels. I've always had an interest in role-playing games, and growing up, we were all like sports and Nintendo stuff, so there was only one kid that played Dungeons and Dragons. His parents were divorced. He only played with his friends at his father's house. And now I have a 10-year-old daughter, and she's at that age where she's into games. She's interested in gaming. I think this is a great opportunity. She's already on board with both of us learning this gaming and the whole thing together. So I have a little partner to help me kind of bounce off of, and we'll both learn together. I think it'll be a great experience. So I'm equally excited. I love the figures. I probably love the figures more than my daughter, even though she loves the figures, but she probably is more excited for the role-playing game than I am, but I'm excited for that too. So it's like a...
Yeah, I think it's rad that like some of us are at that age where our kids are teenagers now. I mean, I'm older, so my stepson's 30 now, but you know, we can play with our kids. You know, that's something that we can share because, you know, maybe a lot of these kids didn't have, you know, Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of role-playing game growing up. So now this is our opportunity as fans of Mythics that we can, you know, buy this set and introduce this to our kids. So I think it's you know, it's all about imagination. You know, these kids these days, these young whippersnappers these days, they need to learn imagination, you know, go outside and play and use your brains and, you know,
shout out to the kids though, as like Brendan's saying, my kids are now what, 12 and 14. They have a standing D&D game every Sunday, like today. And they have friends who do it, and their dad, who's a buddy of mine, is you know, he's a long-time player, so he was just excited to be able to like have a regular crew introduce it to his kids and bring in their friends. And it's very much, you know, a lot of it is truly due to Stranger Things and that kind of kids seeing that and wanting to play it. So the kids are all right, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I was totally going to say that.
They're definitely...
Because my girls, they're now watching it and they're asking me questions about it.
I love
like,
that.
So did you do this? And I'm like, yes, I was that age as they are in that show. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see it come full circle like that.
Yeah,
you know, we are the ambassadors, all of us on the whole community, to keep this wonderful hobby, you know, lore and / family, this type of connection into the next generations around actual tangible, fun action figures and just the bonding that goes on here. So we are definitely the ambassadors of it.
All right, totally.
And you know, I didn't force it upon them. They saw my enjoyment of it and the way I enjoyed it, and that brought interest into it. I've given up posing. Half my figures are in a bin somewhere. My daughter on weekend now takes a whole bunch, puts them in a bin, goes outside and takes pictures. I frigging love that.
Yeah, that's
out of the house, not on the tablet. Just, I'm like, yeah, you know what? If something breaks, it's better than whatever. I can deal with it. She was having fun doing it, so I deal with that now. So it's like, all right, I've given up posing for now. It'll get to a point where I actually get it set up nice, and then I'll start saying, well, these are going to stay here. And then you can take a couple out. But as she gets older, she definitely has an appreciation and care for it, though. She won't, if something falls off, she won't just try and force it back. She'll give it to me. So it's great. I love that she's taking it on. I didn't try to push it on her.
Yeah. It's almost like it's got to be their idea.
Yeah.
Like
they'll take more interest if it's theirs and they make it their own. I'm like, you want to take them? Go ahead. Take your own pictures. Here's my phone. Like, just like be creative. Do it on your own. Like, I'll help you. But I used to hide in the bushes with my Transformers, and the G.I. Joes were buried. My parents were still finding them in my 30s, buried in the front yard. Like, they dig up a bush and they find a couple Joes buried underneath the roots and stuff. So play with your toys.
And he says, growing up in the 80s in small Indiana towns, Stranger Things was like me and my friends, just no superpowers and monsters. Why not, Andy?
Same with us, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Riding through the woods, pretending there were things chasing us and stuff. Oh, yeah. You make up stories when you're a kid.
Hoth, that's our buddy Brett, and he is at San Diego Comic-Con waiting in line. I had the most fun making up the Lego one with my kiddos, Legendary Bricks. If my kids did their game on Saturdays, I'd join them, but it's the same time as my weekly stream.
Yeah, I put it into the DM. He's like, yeah, anytime you want to join, I'll just like, plug you in for like a short couple of weeks or even one day. But I was like, oh, it's like falls right before I do my thing. So someday.
Yeah. And Brian, I think we'd already talked about in our chat. We had talked about maybe starting a.
Yeah, because I didn't know, because I haven't played since high school, and I didn't know what Curtis was saying, like all of the technology now, how you can, those systems that they have to get together and play virtually with other people. So with how the Legion fans are spread all over the country, look at the people here,
right?
That you could play with anybody at any time. It's just finding the time to get together. But the other cool point that Bill made yesterday was the big, thick hardcover books are going to be like great reference materials for fans and reading them and all of the details in there. I'm sure a lot of fans that even a lot of Mythic fans or just D&D fans that aren't even going to play the game would just like to read all that stuff and get all the details. And it's a lot of cool layers there's going to be, in addition to the figures, of course.
Yeah. Bill says D&D Beyond is excellent.
Okay.
And Bill, you're welcome to jump on again on 2 days in a row would be fantastic. You're welcome to if you're available, I can send you the link. Yeah, I love it. I'm grateful for this this community and to be able to have so many friends to play with, I'm really interested in people that do the dungeon master or game master. I think that's super interesting. I had talked to Joe G about it. Like, I don't know, it just seems like an art to me.
Yeah.
You've got to be like a storyteller. And I'm not saying it's an exclusive elite type of thing, but it to me, like my next door neighbor was a dungeon master, and he just would weave these stories out of his head. We didn't really have the grids. We didn't use paper. He would just walk us through his imagination. And I remember me and my sister just sitting there like, whoa, you know what I mean? And then a monster attacks, and then we'd start rolling the dice and stuff. And it was just, I just love that imagination where you just, you're there. And so I think dungeon masters or game masters, I tip my hat. It's a special ability, I think, to be able to really put people in that,
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of work to facilitate it, but all the prep and sort of, I guess after a while you get real familiar with the rules and everything. But it's a trip to think that there are people who do this for a living. Like there's a buddy, my cousin lives next to Blake up in Oregon, and his job, he works at a shop, but he also gets hired to like GM for people, and he's worked for he's worked for famously he gets picked up by NBA teams and goes on the road with them. They'll be like, okay, we're going to be here, and he follows them and runs games for the team as like a team building exercise, and there's just a couple nerds on there that got the rest of the team into it, and that stuff is just fascinating to me. Again, I just feel like there's so much we're in a time where I think more and more people are open to the things that would have gotten us teased and beat up when we were kids.
Right.
But now it's become kind
embraced.
Of just culture. Yeah. And I think I'm excited for the Horsemen and this game to launch.
It's okay to be nerds these days. Back then, it was an affliction or something wrong with us. But now it's a culture, and it's a way of life. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, everyone. My apologies.
You got my message. I texted him. I was like, "Hey, man, you gonna join us?"
Yeah, I feel like I failed you. I thought that I added you to the group chat, and I thought.
Oh no, you did. I slept through my alarm.
Okay. I was like, I feel like we're missing someone. And I'm like, I don't know enough about role-playing games to be here on my own. Like, I don't know what I need an expert here that can talk on it.
Yeah, I feel bad. This is 100% on me. This was my third 60+ hour work week. Ooh. And I am no longer the spring chicken. I thought I was like, oh no, I didn't set my alarm because I woke up and the sun was up and I was like, oh, I didn't set my alarm. And I looked and no, I did. I just slept through it.
And you're burning that candle. You're on Oz. How late were you on Oz last night?
Only till 9 Eastern time.
Oh,
so,
okay. That's not bad.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, sir. We were talking.
Thank you for having me.
We were talking San Diego Comic-Con.
I heard the word nerd, so I was like, oh, my ears peaked up.
The radar went off.
You know,
nerds.
Are you still doing it from childhood in defense, or just is it now?
No, you know, I never have. I always embraced being a nerd, and I live in a like a small western mining town in Nevada, where being a nerd was not a popular thing. But thankfully, you could be, I don't know. I guess when I was in high school, I started playing D&D. We could call ourselves aggressive nerds. You know, if you had a problem with us being nerds, you know, we were going to fix it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, people have just embraced the fact that if you enjoy something, just you know, just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's okay to, yeah.
I was actually talking to somebody about it this week, you know, and if you look back, like in the 80s, the Revenge of the Nerds movie and stuff like that, those guys are running the world now. You know, those guys are the billionaires that own the software companies and, you know, all the technology conglomerates and things like that. And, you know, the guys that used to be the popular kids and stuff like that are working in the fast food restaurants and, you know, stuff like that. So
in the 90s, it was more, things shifted in the 90s where it was more cool to be kind of like mixed in with everybody. Like, I feel like a lot more mixing of like cliques and social circles was like happening in the 90s. I don't know if that was just my area or if it was kind of, you know, a national thing or what, but it felt like
I wouldn't know. I was in college then.
I was in college in the 90s. I was in college in the 90s. I graduated.
I think Bill's got a good point. I think the 80s was the apron, like if you're walking the front doorstep to the change or to the migration. I think it was set up very much so. Everything was starting to transition to these things are cool and more of an accepting path. And to allow yourself to come into yourself, I think the 90s blew the door down on that. I think it just opened up the floodgates for all of us to really start embracing. Obviously, with my story, it was a little bit different. But the end result is, I think that was, you know, that was the precipice or the beginning of what we have here today, right. which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I completely agree. Living in North Jersey, I had a similar experience. There was a group of us that never hung out with any. There were the cliques, the jocks, the hacky sacker hangouts, the nerds. Then there was a group of us that hung out with all of them. Never fully accepted by everyone, but always hung out with everyone. Like, we didn't get invited to the jock parties. I played football, 2 state championships, all that stuff, but I was not a jock. So, like, there was no friend. Thank you. There was no, I didn't go to a lot of parties and stuff because I just didn't fully fit in with anybody. I wanted to be part of everything. And that's what you see today. Like, that kind of, like you said, Blake, it's kind of, that was the precipice of this.
Right.
Yeah, I was using big words. I was actually proud of myself that I came up with that word, by the way. I just want to throw it out there. Especially with Bill here. I hope Bill is realizing that my articulation and my word usage is getting much more proficient and accurate.
How are your pencils? I judge everyone by the quality of their pencils.
I got excited for a Mythic Legions pencil. Man, did you guys catch that?
Who is it?
That's how much of a nerd I am.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
It's awesome, though.
That was my highest requested item yesterday. Was give me a pencil.
Heck yeah,
that's cool.
We're gonna send you a box, Joe.
I can't wait to play the game. with a Mythic Legions pencil. I'm actually excited about that.
Absolutely. Now,
So much.
That's graphite gold right there.
Anthony House Seal told me yesterday. He said it's the little things like a pencil that get us excited these days.
Yes. The smell. I love the smell. I love a new pencil, man.
I was looking at them, rolling them over, and I was wondering how well I could play pencils with them and see if I could crack one real easy.
Joe's going to have a lot of wood in his life. Joe's got pencils coming, and he's got Art by Ackerman paintbrushes. So that's a lot of wood in your life.
Oh man, definitely, definitely.
So the figurines, how close of a representation are they? Is that Artemis right there? I'm trying to see.
Oh yeah, they're scaled down 1/12.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure if I'd heard that or not.
Yeah, the cleric is holding a book. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Bill Mancuso scaled down the 3D files for the figures. And of course it's miniatures, so you have to increase the size of the weapons because they'll disappear at miniature scale. Otherwise.
Yeah,
and they'd be fragile too.
Some attitude, right? Like a little posing, some
right.
Yeah.
I do like that the large head aesthetic is kind of like translates proportionately to the miniatures. They really just look like shrunk down mythics, basically.
Yeah, and that's really what they are. And interesting enough, I got to be a part of the playtest during last year's Legions Con, and the first thing I did was grab the Paladin mini by the sword and break it off.
Oh no!
I was like, oh well, that's it. I'm out.
Really dumb question, but what are they made out of?
They haven't decided yet. Is what Jeremy said. Like what the production's going to be. Most miniatures nowadays are either plastic or pewter.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe pewter.
Pewter would be awesome, just to have that weighty figure. I mean, just from
it would be nice, but that would make the cost go up quite a bit compared to plastic.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'd be so expensive.
I do have a massive collection of Dungeons and Dragons miniatures that are plastic, and they work really well.
Oh yeah, sure. How's the paint? Anybody see this? How's the detail work on those, or how's it going to be done? Are you going to be able to get? And maybe I'm late to this story, but are the miniatures going to come where you can paint them or buy painted ones?
I think they're unpainted only.
Unpainted only. Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think.
Okay, you heard it here. Brett said that they are unpainted.
There's also news breaking in the chat. I don't know if you saw Nate's comment.
It really holds the paint, the tusks.
I would think from skeletons that's our largest resource right now in Mythic Legions. Skeletons, yeah.
Absolutely. Cincy John says those miniatures just scream for a photo of the party standing in front of the A112 Azazar epic boss battle incoming. Oh yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I could see that.
I put it away, but I have so all of the D&D miniatures are in scale. So I have an ancient red dragon miniature that's like this big compared to
a knight.
They're actually in scale to the miniatures. So good. Yeah, it's pretty
you've
cool.
Shown that, and it is awesome. Definitely.
I think I apologize for being late. I'm not sure what you guys talked about, but I think one of the most exciting things, like not everybody is going to be able to play the actual game with the figures, for space or money reasons. So the miniatures are a good option to actually be able to play the game with. But I think everyone is going to be excited to create their player character in Mythic Legion form, to have a representation of their character, when they play. And if you get into the game and are having a lot of fun going on your quest and stuff, that character is you. So it's like building your own tribute figures. And I think that's going to be an incredibly fun thing for people. I know I'll probably have a spot of prominence once I've laid in my player character, on my display.
Absolutely.
There's the Joe G hero, on my shelves with my display. So I think that's going to be, I think one of the because those miniature building websites are really popular, like Hero Forge, because people really enjoy having a representation of their character.
Right.
Well, now a Mythic Legions figure is going to be a lot more detailed representation of your character over a miniature, and I think that's going to be a great hook for people, that are already into role-playing games to get into this. Is being able to have a detailed, beautiful version of your characters.
Well, and to add on to that, to have a figure that you can actually, instead of being static and small, you've got a larger figure that you can actually pose on the, and you can actually have some, because we all know that posing a character brings attitude, or brings a personality out or whatever. So that'll be nice.
Absolutely. It says I just added my new dagger to my playtest figure.
I signed an NDA, so I'm not allowed to comment on Nate's dagger. Sorry.
So do you think for the Kickstarter, and if it's stuff that's already been revealed and I don't know, I'm sorry, or is it speculation, is there going to be like other figures like that are already made like the Paladin, or will there be a mixture of figures or parts where you can build your own?
I think there's extra figures that you can buy then that go into a production cycle.
Like
the Paladin and the Cleric, but just in different colorways.
So they'll have a wizard, they'll have like a ranger, they'll have like...
I would think so.
Non-named characters probably, so they can fit in with their...
I could imagine like deluxe, like the Paladin, where you can have like different types, like multiple heads or parts that could be kind of interchangeable to make variations.
And maybe some accessory packs.
Right.
I was thinking they might break that Paladin down into 2 separate figures to reduce the cost and not be a deluxe figure, but actually sell a carded mage and a carded Paladin.
I thought I heard that's
what
they're doing.
Is that the plan? Okay.
I thought somebody had said that.
Yeah.
Did Jeremy say it on his show on Wednesday?
He said a slightly different version, but I hadn't heard yet that they actually meant that they're going to...
Somebody had mentioned that it would be... They would be, one or the other. And I think you're right. I think it might have been Jeremy. I don't know if that was a slip or what, but I know somebody mentioned it like from the studio.
I do need a Xylernian Ranger, though. I don't know if the plan is to expand on that Einsamall wave in the future, but that was a nice tease from the lore.
Brett, I'm going to mute you because I keep hearing somebody talking. So if you want to say something, just say, hey, I got something to say. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Blame that one loud lady next to you, Brett.
Yes, it's a loud lady.
Yeah, put it on camera. There
yep, her. Tell her you're on New to Mythics Live. Keep it down.
Yeah.
She has no clue what's going on right now.
10,000
She's like, that's my wife.
So, Bill, you're thinking accessories pack?
Yeah, I could see that. Heads, ways to customize your figure, like different. Somebody had posted an idea.
Yes.
That Curtis shared with us, I think, yesterday, and it was like, okay, it comes with like maybe a couple heads, and then like faction cloth goods that you can just swap onto any knight, and then maybe a faction shield or something like that.
Yeah,
might be a good excuse for them to give us a bunch of faceplate variations at once in a package.
Oh man,
you think it'll be like a full wave's worth, or like or how many do you think figures they'll do with this? One for each class or race or species or whatever they're calling them, or
4 to 6 maybe.
Maybe enough to make a party. So like, let's say you have the Paladin Cleric, and then you have a Ranger Rogue or something.
Right. Like
and then you have a Wizard, some kind of
Sorcerer.
Wizard. Yeah, Sorcerer. And then, so like you have like 3 different figures, but there's 6 different... Although I guess they would do 6 separate ones if they're going to do like the Cleric as a singular and then the Paladin as a singular, then Yeah, I mean, so maybe like a handful, maybe like 5. Maybe
And
like
do you
a
think they
party.
would do the here's the game, here's the cleric and the paladin, and then you unlock the next 2, then you unlock
Could
the
be.
next 2,
Yeah.
and maybe potentially we could see 10 or 12 figures.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Maybe. I think the SDCC figure will be the early bird. You know how like Kickstarters they have early bird, and it's like, here's 500 of this, and the first 500, who buy this tier or buy, back it at this level or whatever, that they get that, and then it'll be sold out.
All the time.
That's a different way than I was thinking, Bill. I was thinking similar-ish, but it would be an end stock of the remaining stock of the paladin. But I like your idea of if you're one of the first 500 backers, you get a copy of this golden or black and yellow colorway.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it would. I think it will be in stock. It'll just be the first thing that ships from the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So
you think it'll be tied to like an all-in type package or something though,
I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. They're usually pretty cool about trying not to lock too much stuff behind bigger things.
I think they're going to do it like the book and the night figure that they put out together. So the book shipping separately, and then the other figure that's on the water right now for us. I think they're just going to go ahead and give that option to like bundle, and there might be a bundle figure with that exclusive, like one exclusive. But I think we're going to get basically a smaller wave that you can optionally buy that way or do the Kickstarter, but it's going to have to go through that.
What's nice with the Kickstarter too is that we don't have to pay until the Kickstarter is over. So,
exactly.
Yeah, that'll give me a month to question my choices. So.
Or it'll give you a month to double down at the very last day.
You know what I'm gonna do, Brett.
And if they use backer kit, then you could potentially have a little extra time too, depending on how they run it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. Give me it all twice.
Yeah. Whatever it is, I'm getting all of it.
Yep.
Kirby says, has a super faceplate pack been discussed? Like every faceplate for every species in the game, from every skin tone to every human, every major species, skeleton, whisperling.
That's a lot of new sculpting.
Yeah. I will comment on that. So Cameron did talk about that on Wednesday. The game book isn't the final product that we're going to get for the role-playing game. So there will be a finite amount in the initial book, but the books are going to keep rolling out, over time. So not every race, not every class, even though they don't call them races and classes, professions and species are going to be in the first book. But, as more books come out, we're going to get more things. So if your favorite race or profession doesn't make it into the initial book, don't worry. There'll be more, there's more stuff that they're already working on that it'll be in later role-playing books, expansions and things like that. So
thanks, Joe.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate that. I'm going to move on from the role-playing unless there's more that you guys want to discuss. Any word on when we will get more news on the actual details?
Gen Con is like a week or two away. I would imagine they'll reveal more at Gen Con.
Okay. Sounds good. Yep, I'm excited.
If anyone's going to Gen Con, there's an exclusive non-related to any of this that I'm looking for. If anybody's going to Gen Con.
I love it.
Sorcery Contested Realm, Ed Beard Jr.'s Dragon Lord collectible trading card game set.
Where is it, Bill?
Oh, where is it? Oh, it's is it in Wisconsin? Where's Gen Con?
Brett will be there. Brett's flying right over right now.
Right.
Ironically, on Tuesday, I leave to go to Wisconsin.
Where the
That's funny.
It's a big state.
It's ironically, but we all know that Brett has like a map of the year and all the shows. He just like is booking it all out. Just ironically.
I did that.
Oh, it's 4 days. It's next. It's this coming weekend, actually.
Oh, well, I will be in Chicago and Milwaukee Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
Milwaukee.
I'm gonna have to go kick Mr. Derby in the backside. If I can get my leg up that high.
You're gonna have to get your get the camera also away from the birds because he's gonna be very busy.
Yes, he is.
Which he shoots some amazing bird pictures. I'm telling you, he captures some awesome photography.
And that takes patience. I tried, and you have to have so much patience to just sit there and wait for that bird for that right second.
Yeah.
It's not. It's in Indiana.
So Brett is actually big calendar.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's in Indianapolis. So,
oh, okay.
I don't know why I thought it was like Wisconsin.
Because they're both flat, farm-filled, redneck states.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tempted to like email Cameron and be like, "Hey man, can you pick me up this thing?" But
you know what?
He's the only one I know who's going, and like
but he's such a nice guy. He would.
I know. I don't want to like. It's hard to be like, okay, if you just happen to have a chance, if you notice it, you see it, grab it. If not, no worries, kind of thing. But anyway, if anybody knows anyone who's going to Gen Con, I'm looking for this thing that is completely unrelated to toys.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, I have a random question for you. Did you happen to see with your own eyes that SDCC Lego display, the full display of like SDCC itself? Was it pretty mind blowing in person? Because I've seen videos.
It's very mind blowing. It was like going to Legoland and seeing one of those full size displays you can walk through.
Yeah, this thing looks freaking nuts.
And it's a crowd build too, so folks can line up and design a little booth, and they can hang in there. It's so cool.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't seen.
Oh, Trevor's going.
Oh
shit!
Nice. I got you.
Hell yeah!
Trevor, there you go.
Look at that.
Thanks, Trevor.
If anybody look it up, it's so cool. Ed Beard Jr.'s Dragon Lord. It's his artwork is incredible, and these trading cards are awesome.
So because I'm late, I missed out a little bit. Did Brett get a Paladin already?
He got 2, I believe. Right?
What do you think of it, Brett?
I opened it as far as to take the both of the trays out of the clamshell and just stare at the faces. And that's the Dubon head, right? The rogue. Mind blowing how well they did the beard on it. The faceplate matches it perfectly. It's phenomenal, Joe. It really is. Oh, and my eyes might be old, but I will swear on a stack of Bibles that it is the same color exactly as the body for the gunmetal armory knight.
I think I've seen that they said that it was.
Yes, I think somebody said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is that the same? To me, it looked when I first originally saw it. I thought it was a kit bash using not Enoch, Elijah, one of the new Templars that has the gunmetal armor.
I didn't take his tunic off to see what the torso underneath was. If it was a red shield or a Valiant, I didn't take it off. But he's definitely got that curved cod piece with the like Elijah got, and obviously the new knees, the boots. But yeah, the rest of them is the gunmetal. I should have taken his tunic off just to see what torso it was, but I didn't.
So Joe V on the Friday night chat did say that it does match the gunmetal armor. That's where it came from. I do remember him saying that.
You can see it when I opened it up and looked at it. It was like, yeah.
So the new piece though is the boots, the connecting knee. Yeah,
it's the armored knees, for lack of a better term. That's what I'm calling them, the armored knees.
The armored knees. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got the skin tone knees, we've got cloth knees, we've got armored knees. I want bone knees.
I was just about to say that. You need the boots.
And we have
bone into boot.
Yeah, even though Curtis made me 4 sets, I still want official
studio version.
Yeah.
And I believe we have 2 different armored knees, right?
There's the one with Atlas, which is or the one with the Iron Bones guy. One of them's the jagged evil look, and one of them's the nice heroic look.
Yeah.
Well, the kneecap is just an overlay, isn't it? Isn't it kind of a rubberized overlay on the kneecap?
I'm talking about whatever plugs into the boot top. That piece.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah.
I don't know how they. I don't know if they have regular ones that they just slap different armored plugs on the front and glue it on or not yet. But we'll see.
I love that boot, so I'm glad. The more I see that boot, the better.
Yeah.
My only quibble, very minor and very easily rectified if I felt like it. I would have thought that black would have looked better with this character, but brown is still amazing.
Black boot, the black boot.
Yeah.
We'll see it eventually, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, all colors.
Yep.
We already have the baby blue Marley.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody think that Kern Ray is going to have the same articulation there, the above the boot cut?
She does.
Okay.
She has the boot cut, not the solid piece like Marley.
Good deal.
Yeah, I think somebody said they learned their lesson from Marley.
Mm-hmm. Okay, on to shipping updates. All-Star 6 is shipping. Most people have all their stuff that they ordered. Has anyone not gotten all their All-Star 6 yet?
This guy.
Yeah. Oh no.
It comes
I
Wednesday.
haven't. I haven't either. I haven't even got a shipping notice, but
same over here.
Best for last, guys. Come on now.
I thought they said they got all this already. No,
So anybody that thinks if you live close to the shop, you get them quicker, I'm a perfect example. Not. I live 15 minutes away.
You're like, I'll just walk over, guys. I'll just walk over and grab my
Well,
stuff. Just set it out for me.
there's a reason for that, but we won't get into that.
Jeremy says he's still waiting.
yeah, I'm not complaining though. They're totally worth the wait.
Oh, they are. I have
Absolutely.
And it's kind of my own fault because I decided to not get an all in because I already had the old figures, so I didn't need the reproductions. And that I'm not going to be doing that again.
I was on a collector chat with some buddies and Terrence was talking about buying all in and all in, I guess, is the smart way to get your stuff sooner than later. But I do singles. I like to order exactly what I want in the quantity that I want and not have to worry about having to trade or sell the stuff that I don't want.
Schmerber?
Yes.
Remember back when I got my All-Stars all-ins, what happened?
Yes.
So get the all-in. It's never difficult to get rid of the ones you don't want.
I agree.
And then do a second order of all your singles to account for the total numbers.
Yep, you got it there. Good job, Brett. That's what I do.
But see,
and I got rid of all my extras from 2 all-ins to 3 people.
I'm one of them.
And my singles showed up last week, and so that's if you can afford the all-in.
That's what I was gonna say. All-Star, the all-in is the smart. It's the smart choice because yes, you will get it sooner.
But don't ever think you're going to be stuck with something you don't want.
No, I don't.
Just be ready to sell them right when they come in.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Rising Suns, Schmerber's getting half of one of my all-ins.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've already pre-sold, but I don't take money until they actually ship. Part of my Einstein all ones, my Ashes all-ins, because there's figures that I just don't see needing in my collection, but I want to take advantage of the discount and the quickness, if you will, of them arriving.
I was trying to be financially responsible, and then I thought, wow, that's really out of character for you, Joe. Why are you doing that?
Where'd that get you, Joe?
Yeah, exactly.
This whole community is.
Yeah.
Tell Elemental, yes, the all-ins will ship and then your few singles will ship later. Because
Right.
the all-in comes in, they slap a label on, and it goes right back in another truck. They don't have to break anything down. They don't have to repack. It's just a off-truck label on another truck.
Wait, is that true if you do it as one order though?
Even if you do it as one order, because you'll get the shipping charge for your singles, and it's all rolled into another shipping cost for that all-in.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, and so for All Stars, it was kind of a different thing where they had separate containers, right? So the all-ins were in one container, and the singles were in another container.
Well, they filled that. The all-in container also had singles because they want to do a full container load. Less than full container load is more expensive. So yeah, some of those shipped with, and but the second container should have been right on the heels, but they held it back due to the tariffs. Yes.
The tariffs. So looks like Silver Knight is on the water, right? Am I reading that right?
Yep.
August.
But the book is not out yet.
The book, if I remember correctly, Bill, is domestically produced.
Printing.
It is. Head packs, yeah.
Head packs, yeah.
Which I ordered a case of the Silver Knight, so I'm excited for those.
Same here.
Yeah. And Joe, that case will come in, they'll slap a label on, and that case will go right back out the door.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
Yeah. Because I did a case of the Graveyard, and they don't even break them down. It just comes in and goes right back out. So I'm looking forward to that with 2 cases of the Silver Knight showing up on my doorstep.
Right on. My army of Aetheron is going to get much larger.
There you go.
My fodder bins are going to get much more fuller.
No kidding. Yeah, no kidding.
So it looks like Ox Crew and the character packs will be in September.
I'd wager that those are on the same ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then,
I think there's probably a delay put into those. Just they're trying to build in with their shipping crew to give them some time so they don't get blown up. I mean, that gives them a 2-month window to get all this. It's probably going to show up on the same ship, maybe, but at the same time.
Hey, Curtis.
Morning, Curtis.
Morning, Curtis.
I waved without realizing that Curtis's face was in front of mine. Hi, Curtis.
I accidentally ordered 2 all-ins and canceled 1. Now I'm regretting the cancellation. Yeah. But
I got my second order that should be here in the next couple of days, my singles. So I'm excited about that for some of the extras.
Sure. All-Star 6 is such a great wave, man. I mean, Necronominus Part 2, so good. Both waves.
We have been so blessed this year with so much amazing Legion, 4 Horsemen figures in our hands. I mean, you hit it with Necronominus, which is a step up, and then you roll into All-Star 6. Wow. And then
and then towards the end of the year, you got Rising Suns and all the stuff from Legions Con, surprises.
Rising Suns could end up arriving late October.
Yes.
Wow. That would be insane, dude. That would be insane.
And then Ashes is next. That's following up right after.
And Thraxon right after that, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is, I think they said those 2 are at the beginning of 2026.
Yeah, I would imagine those are January, February.
I'm okay with that. As excited as I am to see Ashes, because I really loved that wave, I'm going to need some time to get all of the Rising Suns and stuff. So,
the Legions Con exclusives are going to crush me.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. And we haven't even seen the second part of them.
That's what I was going to say. I don't even know the full breadth of what's coming yet.
And whatever the armory is this year.
Right. Brett, I saw your car. I saw your car at Legion's Con. I had Andy, so I had to share space with Andy. But you had no one would fit in your car.
Let's not forget, we also have a couple figure obscuras coming.
Yep.
We got the graveyard.
I keep getting reminded that we're only halfway through.
I think
There's a lot left.
I think Brick is going to start his dancing at night again for extra money. I've heard, he's going to be out at the local club making some money.
His only
Wait,
bricks.
wait, hold on. You implied that I stopped, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you took a break for a little while because your knees were bothering you. Sorry, dude. I thought I
I'm
totally missed
good.
that.
I just don't do as much reggae, so I don't need my knees. As
much. Yeah, a little more hop and bop. I got you.
I just want to take a moment to be sentimental here. I'm in this line at San Diego Comic-Con with absolutely nobody I know, and everybody's going in at every different place. And I'm so used to standing in these lines at shows with all of my Legionnaire friends and people. And yesterday and now today, thank you guys for spending this time with me and allowing me to spend the time with you to make me feel almost at home.
Love you.
We got you, Brett. We love you, man.
It is an absolute pleasure, Brett, to hang out with you anywhere at any time, buddy.
It's true. This is the virtual. This is your virtual Legions Con buddies in line kind of thing.
Absolutely,
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, Brick, you're making money already.
Yeah.
Curtis said he's got dollars for you, man.
Dollars. World. And
I gotta help pay for Japan, man.
Nate wants to go on tour. Nate says, when you bring in your show to Michigan.
Oops. Sorry, Brick. Maybe I started something. Oops.
Yeah.
A full cabaret.
I'll be there.
So exciting.
I wish I had like some pants to just throw in there.
Right.
It's called Brick. It's called Brick at Night.
Nice.
Bill, what's your thoughts on the graveyard? What do you think the new graveyard set will be?
I want it to be the ghoul, the Red Death, fully like that full body. Like I want it to be that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be
like the zombie that's
couple...
coming with these with the dragon.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah, so like
I could see that
something like that with a couple of the different heads from the from the Undead Builder pack. But like so that, but like the full ghoul body,
full torso
from Red Death.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
And the bear forearms and the bear lower legs and all that.
Oh yeah. Can never have enough of those.
Undead Builder set is
that's what I want it to be, but who knows?
I think you're on the right track, Bill. I really do. Yeah. I mean, it would be easy for them to accomplish. They've got the bodies, they've got the heads. All they'd have to do is paint them black and white, and off we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and as far as those are like just like the role playing game, those are great ways to bring in a bunch of new folks who aren't hardcore Legions collectors. They just like, what are all these cool skeletons? I think what are all these cool zombies is just the next logical extension of that.
And that body moves really well. That is a well articulated, and I know it doesn't have any of the new like fancier types of joints or anything, but the range on all the joints is excellent. That thing moves really well.
I wonder what kind of like extras will come with it. Like the graveyard. Where'd the pumpkin go?
Like the pumpkin head.
Yes,
yeah.
I love that pumpkin head. I bought one just on its own because I thought it was so cool. But I wonder what they would have for accessories or extras.
Or maybe more heads, like more of a flesh melting head type, maybe more grotesque.
Well, I could actually see them putting in the Red Death head with the mask and black or white to go with the figure. Maybe even two of those as the two extra heads, like the vampire or just things that they could do that they already have done that aren't going to take a lot of time to get them in our hands from October to what? When did the skeletons arrive? February?
February. They came early. They got them produced. They sent them out ahead of schedule.
Yeah, because it was like a 5-month turnaround because everything was already tooled. Except
well,
for
the skeletons have new masks. Maybe they'll have some new masks for the Red Death head. That
even better, cool. Joe. Even better. Yeah.
I bought 3 more boxes of those skeletons. That's all I was showing was I bought 3 more for customs.
When Blake runs the role playing game, all the encounters are going to be skeletons. So because that's what he's army building.
I love my Necronomicon stuff.
Oh, isn't it so good?
I need another box of skeletons.
somebody mentioned vampires, and yeah, I could totally see the Carpathia head.
Oh yeah,
in
that'd be awesome too.
Don't be surprised if if the Legion's board game gets overran by Warhammer figures. The two lords are going to come to battle. That's all I'm saying. You're going to see some Ultramarines running next to Necronominus going, what the heck are we doing? And he's like, I don't care, kill him.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, Return of the Grave. I guess. Well, I guess some people don't know that was announced.
Yes,
I would
They snuck
love
it
to
into
see.
the catalog, right?
Yeah. Stay tuned to October 2025. The Graveyard Returns, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So
Or
Big
words to that effect.
Gee.
Hey, Big Greg.
Good morning.
Since it was, Bill mentioned
Yo,
things that
Greg.
we would want. I would love for a zombie pack or a vampire pack if they included kind of a soft goods priest to go with the undead. I think would be a lot of fun. Not specific to any religion, of course, kind of a generic look, but it's something that they could do with just soft goods. That would be really cool to have displayed with a bunch of undead. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Now, do you think that the cost would change? This is probably another dumb question, but the skeletons were $100. If it's a bigger figure or a full, like what am I going to try and say? Different scales. You're different. Like, would you think that would change the price of the graveyard?
I think that the cost has more to do. Well, from what they were talking about with the imp scale, most of the cost comes from the paint applications and not so much the plastic. So I think it depends if they're going kind of that monotone, it's all gray thing, then I don't know if that'll affect the cost as much.
Yeah, because I was thinking like
the scale
bodies or a fuller figure than a skeleton.
Right. Just the imp scale is smaller, but the paint apps are just as intricate as the regular figures, and that's
the graveyards I think were treated kind of like a builder, right? Like they had kind of minimal paint apps. They were around that $25.
I don't think whatever.
I could also argue that the skeleton torso and bones and pelvis has more injection and more stuff and is more intricate. So it's probably more costly to produce than a solid knight torso.
Got glue applications too, right?
Oh, you got so many little spots that can get clogged and stuff.
And they glue a bunch of things together to make that torso. Whereas, the Red Shield Soldier torso is just one solid chunk of plastic. So there's less after injection assembly that needs to happen. And the same goes for that zombie torso. It's a solid chunk. It's not a bunch of little pieces put together to form rib cage, spine, decayed flesh inside.
Coccyx.
Yeah. So I would like to think that they would want to stick with that 4-pack $100 because it went over really well with the skeletons.
Yeah. Also, we've got the we already talked about it for a second, but the heads packs are coming. I think that'll bring a little bit more customization to like the cosmics and stuff, more cosmic love.
Oh, not just cosmic. I'm already making a blue snake man monk.
What was the
well, and those two cosmic ladies heads, that blonde head, I want to get that just to get a second to Igraine and put that on there. So I have Igraine and her sister.
There you go.
Oh, and by the way, Igraine in person looks phenomenal. She does not look like a wimpy little 2.0. She looks like a thick lady.
A thick lady.
Two C's.
Just the way we like them, Brett.
A woman that can handle herself on the battlefield. That's what I'm talking about.
And most of it's to do with the pauldrons they put on her. But she just looks.
Well, I would get any negation that they just did on my end.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
But I did get most of the heads for the Cosmic and a couple of the bodies from them. Really excited to see those Eric Miller paints in person. The Greyborn. Had to get those because I had extra Greyborns already. This is going to give me that variation and diversity in that little display.
I need to go grab a Kragnar. I need to get a Kragnar just for that.
I'm glad I jumped on that right away because I grabbed the Kragnar with that extra when they had it, and I got lucky because I guess they didn't have many Kragnars.
Yeah, those sold out pretty quick.
I bought the last Kragnar off of that sale. Yeah, somebody told me. Somebody said there's one left, and I haven't bought any of the head figures, so I bought that one and the Thraxian. Yeah. So I literally got the last Kragnar they had in stock because there's no more left in the studio in the
Big Bad
warehouse.
Toy Store is sold out as well.
Yep.
I actually had multiple extras of all of those figures, so I got pretty lucky. I just needed to buy heads. I already had them.
I still have an extra Kragnar, which worked out.
Nice. Yeah, I passed on him, and now I'm regretting it. So,
hey, Brett, does the show open at 8 or 9?
8, 9.
9.
Yeah. So I got about another hour, 20-ish. But about 8:45, everybody that just like when I came in and I said that they all sat down at once. At about 10 to 9, they'll all rise at once. And it's just fun to see everybody starts breaking down their encampments because literally they're tailgating.
Yeah.
Hey Brett, what I want you to do, because we're going to be here with you, I want you to like play that music where we hear when it's time. We hear.
Yeah, you'll have to play it for me because I don't have that.
Oh, I got you. You just let me know when the crowd starts moving and the water starts splitting. I got you.
Absolutely.
And then if you guys are still on, you can be with me in the line. But if you guys close down by 9, then you might not be with me in the Horseman line.
Oh, we'll be here. We'll be here.
All right. Then you guys are going with me then.
Right on. I wanted to do a early shout out and bring awareness to my buddy Samya Das. He's got a Kickstarter that started, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
3.
Yeah, Legends of Ramyan. Really cool figures. Some people have it in hand already. The first wave.
That's the real cool part about it is that the first wave is already out there. This is funding for the second wave.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of people don't know. When I was talking to people yesterday, it's like, yeah, there's already figures out there. They're pretty cool too.
Yeah. So I guess Samya had the designs, the ideas, the concepts, and brought them to the.
Oh, so you came last.
Studio.
Yeah.
You want to mute Brett? There you go.
Yeah, that's driving me insane. Sorry, Brett. It
keeps jumping in and out, and then when I go turn it on to talk, and then I forget to turn it off, and then a text message comes in, and
more voices in my head than usual.
Hey Brett, I would like you to turn to the crowd and let them know what's going on and ask them if they can settle down, please, a little bit. That you're running a live stream.
There's a live show. Please be quiet.
I guarantee you, this is not the only person in line who's in a live stream right now.
Sure. Yeah, but these figures look super cool. I have one in my pile of loot. I don't have it yet, but really great guy. I had a chance to interview him, and I think he's done a few other shows. I just want to bring some more awareness to that, to check out his Kickstarter.
And he's a Legions super fan. Like,
yes,
sometimes you get these Kickstarters and some folks, they don't even collect figures. You know what I mean? Like but Samya is like, he's a diehard Legions fan.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's done a lot of...
This is totally my style. Like I get so excited when we get things that I could never access as a kid, whether it was like on screen or like action figures. And the idea that we're getting action figures based on, Hindu mythology, use that word, or lore or whatever, is just fascinating, because I've always been just fascinated by that stuff. To me, those are like the original, again, not to be rude or anything, but those are like the first fantastic stories, right? Some of the earliest fantastic stories from humanity of just like these
ancient
characters
epics.
waging these, going through epic journeys and in many cases battles, particularly in this part of the world. And so when I see even like Mythic Legions doing like Ganesha, or even just the different parts that come from different parts of the world that we're now seeing in Mythic Legions, whether it's like the Mexica stuff that came out of, like the Ninian infantry and that kind of stuff, or we're getting more like Persian inspired armor or like Sun Wukong, I get hyped to see that we're in a world where there's like a whole line dedicated to this is just super exciting. And it wasn't until Sumio was on Bill's channel talking about it that I like had no idea, because I asked, I think in the chat, I was like, hey, should I just cancel my BBTS one? And you're like, no, you should have them by now. And I was like, oh, I was traveling and saw that it did drop to my pile of loot, so I'm hyped to get them. It actually should be coming today is what FedEx says. So
nice.
Yeah,
they're
great
nice.
looking figures. They're nice, and we know Eric Miller did the paint on one of the two that's out now, and then on a bunch of the other ones for the Wave 2 stuff. So yeah,
the Wave 2 looks amazing.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Quick shout out. This showed up the day I came back from Tokyo, and this is a figure that I've been waiting on. This is Neja by Keep Going Studios. Again, this is a Chinese coming out, sort of a Chinese god. Like, folks don't even realize that they have a sort of Pixar-ish animated movie 2 now. There's a sequel, Neja 2, that is like the world's it's basically like the highest grossing animated film at this point, Neja 2. And it's like one of these things that most people don't even realize exists. But this figure is amazing. I can't wait to dig into it, the Keep Going stuff. And we just keep getting like multiple companies doing stuff like this. We've got, the Horsemen during Ganesha. We've got Lords of Ramayan. Like, that stuff's exciting. And I just want to put out there, I'm waiting for the Filipino stuff, but I know it's out there. We've got customizers doing it, but talking with the Brutal Realm guys, like, come on, let's figure out ways to work in some, Pinoy lore in there. But I'm all about it. So between this and Lords of Ramayan, I
totally
happy
agree.
And broke, but happy.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Change your name to Broke Something.
Totally. Totally.
That's a good one, Brett. I like that. Broke Something.
Brett feels like home. He may be a death dealer, but what he can do to a Skurg or Crag and chains blew me away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love your Terpiculi builds, Brett, are insane.
I'm having so much fun with all that stuff. I just can't get enough of it. I'll bring the bins of fodder out into the living room and just sit there and watch TV and put together some random creep.
Absolutely. A random creep.
A random creep.
I'm on the bandwagon with Curtis. Yeah.
What's the bandwagon?
I don't know. I want to know.
Clash of Titans. Curtis was talking about.
Oh, did he? I didn't see
on a show earlier in the week. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're talking the 80s, not the redone CGI mess, which is still fun.
Correct.
But
yeah, I saw that in the theater as a kid, the original.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
we're amazed, transfixed, and horrified at the same time.
It was on Offworld. One of the lightning round questions was your favorite toy as a child, and Curtis's was a Clash of the Titans figure from the 80s. So
that was up there for me too. They scaled well with Star Wars characters.
Yep, 5 POA goodness.
Oh, yeah. Curtis is 70. Sorry, Curtis.
Oh, that's right, 70s.
I forgot how old he was. So.
And he's still younger than Trevor.
Right.
Ouch.
I had a Calibos, the little 5 POA one. Yeah. So cool.
I always wanted the Kraken and never got it. I still want that thing. Yep.
Yeah, accessories were great. The shields with the eagles emblazoned on were great looking. And
yeah, there was a guy at Zolocon that was making reproduction parts for your
Clash
of the Titans figures. because you lose the helmet, you lose the shield, whatever. So that was super cool that he was making repro pieces.
I've seen folks that do like the red sash for Perseus, and like even like the Bubo little owl accessory. I think somebody did as well.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
I don't color my mustache. This is all natural, baby.
I was waiting for that. I saw that
How
comment.
dare you?
That's offending. Joe takes umbrage on that.
Well, looks like it's time for Curtis's character to die in our next
Right. Yes, that Battlestar Galactica line looks super cool.
I haven't seen this. I'm trying to look for it.
I have not
I was
seen
just
that.
I was in the exact same mode, Bill. I just put in the chat. Wait,
There's
so
two
I haven't
different
seen
scales
those.
too. There's the 12-inch scale, and then there's the 3.
Are we talking 70s though? Or are we talking
one,
around
Yeah.
more?
Well,
Yeah, they
Yes
showed
and
like
no.
the Viper ships and the Cylon ships for like the 3 3/4 figures. They look amazing.
Oh
Who's
man,
making those?
Factory Entertainment.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them.
I don't.
We
know what else they
inherited
make.
the old school 70s ones, and unfortunately they were the like the Cylon Raiders that had the missiles that kind of came out just this much and
Yeah,
didn't fully
just
come out.
Like
Yeah, those are awesome.
Weak.
There's
Yeah,
all
I
three.
had those.
Wait.
I had those. Those were awesome.
We're all
let's go-
searching. We're all totally searching right now.
Sorry,
for
did,
Battlestar.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
The 1/6 scale figures. They also have a what's his name?
Adama.
Thank you.
Yep.
From the new series. So
Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty cool.
But I love the old stuff, man. Super cool. Curtis says Joe's favorite figure is the Motu Vector.
Now he's just getting mean. What the hell, Curtis?
Honor,
Starting to take that personal, bud.
honor boy. Can't wait for Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I'm hoping that's something that we'll be able to all pick up, because I would love to get the.
It looked amazing in person yesterday.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, these 3.75s are great.
Yeah, they're really cool.
It's amazing what they can do with the 3 3/4 these days.
Oh yeah.
The articulation and the head sculpts and stuff, way better than what we were used to as kids with the old Joes and stuff.
The
And the leader in that one is Joy Toy. That's
the
for sure.
remakes of some of the A New Hope figures went up last night. Chewie and Han that look really good went up for pre-order last night.
The vintage ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've been redoing all of the classic. They've been redoing the main characters from A New Hope, and
And they look just as good, if not better, than the 6-inch.
yeah.
The Han that they had on display looked like his hair was glued on a bit weird. It was sitting kind of high or something on the floor at SDCC, but
Oh, really?
I'm sure it looked better in person.
Yeah.
Right. William's saying World War Hell, and I agree. That's also a Kickstarter that funded.
That was great.
Yeah, those look great. Actually.
Amazing figures.
I had them on. We were talking about the Kickstarter because I was just like blown away by the art and the presentation, like the whole VHS movie kind of thing they got going.
Packaging the thing.
I totally started off saying like, "Hey, man, to be honest, I love your stuff. It's beautiful, but like I'm in this, 6.5-inch world right now, and it's not my thing. But I definitely just want to highlight your stuff." By the end of talking through the Kickstarter, I was like, "All right, screw it. I'm in for a couple," and I backed for.
I did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they hear that a lot. I'm sure a lot of
good stuff. Yeah.
The Marauders, the Gun Runners, Marauders. I love those figures. Delta 17's got great figures.
Yeah.
And, this World War Hell, great stuff. It's okay to dip a little bit and to support these starter.
Broke something though. Broke something. That's the issue.
Anybody in on the Monster Force stuff?
Oh yeah.
Well, the guy at the Big Bad yesterday, the Wave 2 of Monster Force should be leaving China any day now.
Yes.
So they've got
that's coming.
Reissues and Wave 2, right?
Yes. And they had so much new stuff on display. Mind blowing how they're just putting stuff out. And if they keep the quality up, it's Legion's quality.
I tried to get my buddy Brian Carr into it, but Brian is resistant to that.
So many lines. I only have one basement
figure.
I need a second basement.
Yeah, a sub basement.
Yes.
Factory Entertainment is doing Battlestar Galactica. Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else they make. I guess they do like replicas and stuff, right?
Okay.
Prop replica type stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of them, but this might be their first foray into action figures.
God, that Viper's gorgeous.
They've done a few 6-scale figures. Looks like.
Oh, have they, Bill?
Yeah, I see some James Bond figures here.
Really? I'll have to look this up.
Oh yeah.
There's a Connery, James Bond, and then there's Dr. No.
I love old James Bond.
And then they have a modern Pennywise.
Okay. Very
Prop
cool.
replicas, Star Trek phasers, stuff like that.
Never heard
Oh,
of it.
they made the flux capacitor replica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
Khan's necklace.
You got to have that chest, though. You got to
Yeah, I
have
know.
that sweaty, glistening.
Khan's necklace with a chest, the fake chest, and a little bug to go in your
He
ear.
said that was real. He said that was his real chest. What do you guys think? I don't know, man. Ricardo.
Good old Ricardo.
Good old Ricardo.
Is there gonna be a like? Remember him in Naked Gun? Like, I wonder if there's gonna be
Yes.
his character. I wonder if he'll come back in the new Naked Gun.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, I know. I think we're going to talk a little bit about Fantastic Four. I went to go see it yesterday, and they have this really cool trailer for the new Naked Gun movie. Has anybody seen it?
Yes.
It's not the normal trailer. It's like a one of those like arms. What do they call it? Sarah McLachlan's song about the pets. It's sort of like that, but about but yes, but about the need to support comedy movies in theaters.
I didn't see that. They didn't
It's
have that trailer.
beautiful. It is so good. Liam Neeson totally delivering this deadpan pitch about the importance of these, and they show like clips of old comedies. It's so good.
And then at the end, he farts.
Yep.
Dub says Jada has some great stuff coming. I agree. They've got great stuff already, but yeah, their new stuff. They got Invincible coming, and
they keep revealing. So I'm wondering if today we're going to get even more because they revealed Street Fighter Alpha 3 line that is like them and Storm are just going back and forth.
Right.
They did their beautiful Street Fighter 2 stuff. In comes Storm Arena with their Street Fighter Alpha, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, check out these Street Fighter Alpha 3. Here's Ken." Then the next day it was Chun-Li, then Dan. I don't know if they're revealing anything else today, but man, if you're in Street Fighter,
somebody needs to tell Jada to do Herculoids, please.
yeah,
Ooh, that would be awesome.
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
anything Alex Toth, I will take. But Street Fighter's the new TMNT, guys. It's just like
It seems like it. Yeah. It seems
And I
like
love the Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk figures and the new reveals are just top notch from the
I can watch
series.
that anime, and it's really good.
Adam.
Oh, it's good.
Oh god, so good.
Yeah,
Adam
those
Smasher.
three.
There's cyberpunk figures.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
really
working a
cool.
lot. I missed a lot of the reveals.
There's an anime that they did based in the cyberpunk world called Edge Runners on Netflix.
Yes,
If you haven't
that's
seen
what
it,
I'm
but
watching,
Wave 2 looks good. Got a big old Adam Smasher mech.
Well, Adam Smasher is one of the main villains of the game.
Oh, is he?
Cyberpunk
Okay.
2077. Yeah. So
I only know the Netflix show.
the game is fantastic. CD Projekt Red did it, and it had some speed bumps at launch, but they just kept working on it, and it's fantastic in the condition.
I need
that
to
it's in right now.
I have it, but
Really
I have
good.
not played it, so I need to carve some time to. I love this dad joke. Ricardo had trouble finding work after Star Trek. No one wanted to hire an ex-con. Good one. Good one.
I didn't read it as a dad joke at first. I was like, oh, wait, I was trying to rack my brain. Did he not do anything? And yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I got the first edition
Hell
one.
yeah.
It has nothing extra, but yeah, I need to.
And this game here on the Switch 2, I'm telling you right now, is phenomenal that CD Projekt Red was able to get this game to run on the Switch 2 at full 1080p and sub 4K.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, Greg, all the updates for it are free.
Yeah, I
So,
need to.
Yeah,
there's
you
a
get all the.
DLC, isn't there? something about the city or something.
Yeah,
Liberty City.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liberty City.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Amazing.
It's a
Definitely
blast.
worth checking out. Yeah.
Dub says Frosty, I believe, is Big Bad Toy Store exclusive.
Frosty looks awesome.
Also wanted to do a shout out for Hedgehog. Jonathan is on the cusp of 1,000. So if you're not familiar with his Saturday Day Live show, check it out. So like and subscribe. Awesome dude. Does a lot of great videos and reviews and stuff. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Best live con coverage on the East Coast.
Absolutely. Also,
although I do miss the suit and tie. Those are the fun early days.
Yeah. Chris surprised me, maybe not anyone else, but I was surprised about his new Kickstarter and toy line. This guy found more time to create. I don't know if he's got partners in this, because I was noticing on the Facebook page that there's other guys that are kind of giving information about the figures. So
I read something about having sculpting help.
Yeah, and he's working with the folks who are basically their distributors in Japan for Legion stuff, or Horseman stuff, is who he's working with. It was Hobby Idea, I think is what they're called. And see my earlier comments about getting stuff like from India and China. I'm so hyped on this line, and especially like the way Chris has been talking about his excitement for the different yokai. I was trying to connect, but I just got too busy in Tokyo. We had an overlap since he was kind of traveling from China there, getting ready for the show, because the show started yesterday or Sunday, Japan time. I missed it by 2 days. I would have loved to have seen. It's basically Wonderfest summer.
Yeah.
And all the news coming out of the Wonderfest, there's a bunch of them. There's like a spring, and is like my jam, whether it's like stuff coming from folks like, Bandai, but also like all these like Medis there, and and the Fury Planet begins with an M, Maestro Union in art, like all that stuff gets revealed through that. And so I'm super excited for the soft goods, the fact that the way he handled D13 and applying that same sort of like love for detail and the sort of historical artwork and capturing that in plastic form is super exciting for me.
Absolutely. Yeah, his Kickstarter is in February, I think it starts. So I'm excited to see what reveals.
Oh, man, these are going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah,
with the halo and everything based on art. It's so good.
I love that. Yeah. Japanese cinema has a lot to offer. I agree with that also. I'm not sure if he's going to go in that direction, but I would love to see some classic Japanese cinema figures.
Yeah, I thought Chris mentioned that they were looking to do some licensing with shows or films as well, if I recall.
What I'm just excited is he's really talking about the yokai, which are like a branch of like supernatural creatures, demons, ghosts, etc. And there's a bunch of them. But he's such a like awesome nerd about like really being into the different lore and everything. And he had some pictures from his trip in Japan of like the cool statues that you run across. So I'm really excited about the possibility. If molding wasn't an issue, man, we'd be getting some amazing creatures. Because if that's where you're pulling from, the yokai are like some wild, awesome stuff, like umbrellas with eyeballs and ones that like sit in your toilet and eat your waste, like good fun
okay,
stuff.
that's not what I want. Okay, yeah, I don't want that one.
Fun, awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't need someone looking up at me when I'm going to the bathroom.
Actually, I have a septic tank, so that would be really handy.
Yeah,
right.
Well, but not the ones when you go to the outhouse and you hear those stories. You know what I mean?
Tanuki, man.
The scariest thing in an outhouse is a cold breeze. I'll just let you guys know that. So.
Very true.
I wanted to talk a little bit about lore too, because lore, like, how important is lore when it comes to your interest in the toy line? Like, I've noticed that, with Jeremy on board, it's like the lore has really been an integral part of these figures and all that stuff. So, what's you guys' thoughts on lore? Is it necessary? Do you need it? Does it help? Does it build excitement for the figures to come?
Definitely helps.
Yeah, I think that the figures are the cake, right? And it's this rich, delicious cake that I would buy, without anything else. So everything else that we get with it, like lore, is just beautiful icing on that delicious cake.
It's the topper.
Definitely. Yeah, I think we talked about this on another show. I'm sure many of us have. But one of the things I loved about the presentation, the lore is always awesome. But in this release here and this rollout, the Horsemen did an excellent job of bringing us along on a journey. And I thought it was really neat. Instead of saying, hey, here's your figure, here's your bio, this is what it's going to cost, and here's that, which I enjoyed that too. I got to understand a little bit of how these characters interact. I understand the lore. I was able to put a mental picture together because they brought me along on this story and this journey, and Jeremy did an excellent job doing it. So at the end, I felt like I was more connected to this rollout than I have been on any rollout in the past when it comes to the characters and what they were, their point in Mythos.
Yeah, if I could connect those two comments, I'm with Joe. Like, I will buy toys just because, like, that looks cool. Right. I'm like, that I want that, and then kind of learn about it later. And so the lore is just sort of extra special if it's good. But to Blake's point, like this, I feel like this was a really solid way for a bunch of reasons, right? We're obviously like a decade passed into the existence of the line, so they can like throw in tooling resources and give us some real variety. But then they also threw in the new scale. So like I feel like this is an exciting wave or mini wave or whatever we want to call it for new folks, because like if you went all in on this, you've got all this variety, but exactly what Blake said, there's like a finite short story and you're like, okay, cool, I can totally get sucked into this little world and follow this narrative and play it out on my shelf. It's super exciting.
Yeah, and I think the lore just adds a whole different layer. Like the figures are amazing, but the lore just adds a different layer to it. Whereas, like most figures you get just because they're so great. But if you're on the fence with the figure and you read the story about it and how it interacts, the faction world, everything like that, it just pushes me at least over the edge on some of the figures. Like some of the ones that are not a part of the factions, a part of the story, like some of the ones that are special projects, I don't really get as much of a love for, just because they don't really fit into the world, into the story, into the factions. The lore to me just really kind of gives the whole thing a different layer. It really helps to me.
I can't tell you the number of times I've heard people on various shows and podcasts say, I was on the fence about this character until I read the bio.
Yep.
And then I had to have it.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Sure. It just holds up like what so many of us are, I guess, victims and benefactors of, is that in the 80s and 70s, it was all about that. You got the cartoon or you got the comic book. And it just shows like how tried and true that formula is, how that really helps people want to invest in these awesome plastic,
Yeah, I so agree. That's why me personally, I'm waiting for the book. I think the book is going to tell a basic story for me, and that is going to drive me back to more of the old lore, because from the comics to the bios to everything, things have changed a little bit. So getting that base story in the book and then going back and reading all this old stuff and taking the parts that are still relevant to the main story is really going to build that world for me. Like now with the Transformers, I still am in the cartoons, the comics of the Transformers. It's as much as the lore as it is with the figures. I still like to see that stuff. And we don't have like a base lore yet of like a general... I mean, people do, they put it together, but this book will be that almost defining moment, which we go back to now and put the whole story together.
Right.
I'm
It'll
so
be
excited.
Connecting.
Like, where do you start? Right now, if somebody says, where do I start? If I want to get into the lore, where do I start? There's not a great place to send them, right? It's like when you're, like, I was looking at, like, I've never read John Carter, right? Like, I've never read any of it. And I was looking at, okay, where do I start? I start with the first book, right? So I'm probably going to pick that book up and read it. But there's nowhere to send anybody yet until that narrative book comes out. And I, like as far as I'm concerned, the more they've brought the narrative elements in, they've brought the prose, then the more I've been like into the story. And it kind of like they did it from the get-go with Cosmic. They started Cosmic off where we had was like that second wave, and we already had like narrative stories posted on the blog. And I think that really helped to define the world. And then now that's happening with the Legion stuff too.
And I think the role-playing game is going to be a great resource for a lot of that lore too. Jeremy called it deep nerd lore, which happens to be my favorite kind of lore. So I think we're going to have.
I already started reading it.
What do we got?
That's the next layer book.
The Lies of Loch Lamora. This is a reread for me. And since I'm rereading this, I think it's going to be a good one to do. So it's fantasy. I wouldn't call it epic fantasy, though it is the first book of a series. But it stands alone on it perfectly on its own. It's like a perfect one to just read one. Scott Lynch. It's basically a thief. It's a story of a thief, a rogue, in this really cool island world. So yeah, I'm rereading this right now, and this is going to be the next one. I just haven't figured out a timeline for when we're going to do it yet. But maybe September, because I have a busy August. It's kind of weird, even though I'm on vacation, but we're traveling in the mid-August, and then things will almost be settled back down when I get back to work. It's weird that way.
Oh yeah, you educators, this is your run time, man. You guys got to get all your fun stuff, other stuff taken care of, because once school starts, it's game on.
Yeah,
I'm like a couple weeks ahead.
So I'm happy with that.
I'm a couple weeks ahead of Bill in terms of schedule, so that's why I just did the traveling, coming back, and I'm like back to meetings the end of this week. So
yeah,
but whatever. Let's talk toys.
Sure.
Yeah. So the Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. If anybody wants to pick it up, it's a great book.
I tried John Carter a few months ago, and I really had a hard time with it.
Yeah.
It just and maybe I'm one of those, like, if the opening or if the beginning, the first 2 chapters doesn't grab me, I'll set it aside, because there's so many book choices. There's a billion books out there, and if it doesn't grab you right away, but man, maybe I'll retry it. I want to like that series, because it's just so famous and storied, and the birth of science fiction and stuff with John Carter. But I don't know. I had a hard time with it.
Yeah, it's a hole for me that I want to rectify, and get on it. Even if I just read the first one and see how it goes, but.
Yeah.
Same thing with Elric over the last few years, a couple of years ago.
Man.
Maybe like 5 years ago or so. I started picking up on that and just trying to get some of the classic side.
Yeah, I had messaged Nate Strong after you guys had talked, or I think it was during the book layer of Elric. I'm like, because I think some people were asking, like, should I read the second book, or is it worth, I'm like, yes, please. Keep going, because
you got to keep going with Elric.
Yeah, with Elric, it's like, the initial story, the first book is a great first book, but it goes off the rails, and it really opens up, like, the first book is kind of like the introduction to the world, and then once he's free, spoiler, of his obligations as a king or emperor, once he's free of that, then that's when he really becomes like the explorer. In different dimensions, in his own land, and all that stuff. So it was really a fantastic series. We lose Brett. Anyways, I'm all for I love the book layer thing. I wish I could be more part of it, but I think that was a great idea, Bill, is the book layer thing. I think that's a fantastic.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
For sure. And how could people find out about that? I'm sorry, if they.
I mean, you really got to be in the Dorkler Facebook group. So if anybody's not in that group and they want to be in that group, message me. Last time we did do a podcast for it. So if you're not in the group and you want to just listen to the podcast of it, subscribe to the Door Clear, which I don't publish much audio these days, but I'll do that again this time, most likely. The one we did for was that Buellman book, Between Two Fires. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's on my I'm waiting for that through I think it's Libby, the library thing.
Yeah.
Waiting for that book. There's a lot of people that are. Heinrich says once you get into the John Carter, it moves. Okay, yeah, I need to
the reason I had that on my mind is because the Frazetta girls announced a Frazetta art version of John Carter action figure.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I guess we lost Brett. I don't know.
Hotel Wi-Fi, darn you.
Yeah, he just sent a message. He's like, I don't know what happened. He got dropped.
Well, think about that Wi-Fi. How many people are trying to get on that?
Man. Convention center. Yeah.
You better have a good cellular service or you're screwed.
That is for sure. I wanted to do. I love lists. Curtis is a fan of lists also. Just like a top whatever. I just think it's fun to do. It says that creature John Carter looks kind of cool. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the first initial picture. It just shows the front of the creature, but I saw other pictures, and he's got like multiple legs from the backside, and it was a cool looking figure.
It'll be a little statue similar to the Panther.
Oh, okay.
Came with Tigra, where the head will move and then maybe the tail. But that means the figure won't be probably much more, if it just comes with the figure, it probably won't be much more than the usual stuff.
Creature is Woola, basically his pet dog. Okay. Anyways, so the list, I picked top 5 least favorite mythics, and I was kind of leery because it's like I don't want to be negative. I love the line, I love the studio, love the people, but I was like, what would be kind of a different list? So I figured top 5 least favorite, and you don't have to have those in hand. You could just let me know, and I have the checklist right here. I will go first. Just say why. I mean, you could just be like, it's just not for me, and that's probably my reasoning. But I would say my top 5, my number 5 is going to be, where is he at? Kador.
Oh.
Kador is my number 5 on my least. I just felt like, and I know they're trying to make as much as they can with what they had at the time, but for me, I just didn't care for it. I don't like the knight helmet on the bare-chested body. The color is cool, but I don't know. I just didn't care for this figure. That is my number 5. So next we will go down the list, go clockwise, I guess. So that would be you,
Blake.
Yeah, sorry. The thumbnails are so small. I'm like, who is that? That's you, Blake. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm the bald guy that's on the screen.
Yeah, the one bald guy.
Yeah, which is unusual, by the way. I would have to go with, let's go down to Advent of Decay. Oh, you don't have them done by that way. The Steel Knight. Okay. The Steel Knight. If you want to just go back out and go to the actual wave releases, and you can do it by that. I mean, that's an option too. Because there's a lot of figures to pan through.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm a Control F or Command F kind of guy.
There it is. So the reason on this one is I enjoy the Knights, but this one I don't know. I just think to me it's very plain. I know it's back in the original Advent of Decay, which is a large wave. But for me, this one really just doesn't speak to me. I do like knights. I have many knight figures, but this one is just kind of like meh to me. When it comes to, and let me give a disclaimer, and I'll only say it once. It's very hard to make a top 5 of your worst.
Right.
Let's just put it that way. This is a really hard exercise for me to do. So Steel Knight's my number 5.
I agree. All right, Brian, you're up, buddy. Brian Carr.
You're muted.
You're muted, Brian.
I'm muted.
Oh, my bad.
No, Brian was.
Oh, I'm like, I'm muted.
We've all been there.
That's my fault. I was saying I like all the figures so much, and I'm not an artist whatsoever. So the ones without like the accents and the details are the ones that I don't like as much. And a lot of painters can just paint their own details on, but I'm not really good at that. So the ones like a lot of the Legion builders that don't have a lot of the details. So my first one is the deluxe. I hate to say it, Brett, the deluxe skeleton Legion builder, the first one. And not that it's not a great figure. I just don't like I would love it to have like the more accents like some of the newer figures have.
It's meh. I agree, 100%. Meh.
Yeah.
I do like the helmet visor coming down.
Yes, I like the visor.
That's cool.
But it needs accent paints. It needs rework, like Brian said. You know, it's a great base. When I didn't know anything about anything, I was happy to have them. Now it's like with the new ones, it's completely meh.
He used a pretty good one for that Hagnon head that came with Figura Frankenstein. Though.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling there's going to be a lot of Legion builders on this list.
Exactly. Yep.
Just due to the lack of deco, and stuff like that. But as we move on, we'll see.
Yeah, Brick, you're up, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't sure.
Did I? Am I in the wrong
Yes,
order?
Brick, you're up. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So for me, number 5, again, this is the whole idea of like a worst list is so challenging, especially since you love the line. But so I found a way to answer it. So number 5 is actually going to be Hera Serpentspire. I've shared the story before in chats. Yeah, maybe some people remember. Well, maybe people don't remember. And the only reason is because I have been the victim of porch pirates twice in my life. And the first time was I was actually traveling in Florida, and I got this thing that came up on my, we have a camera, and you can totally see the dude go onto my porch and grab it. And I was like, oh no, it was a Hera, and then the red wings and the blue wings that I gotten. So that's the reason why it is. It's actually one of the figures that I long for the most, because I think she's amazing. I've gotten sort of like a Frankenstein version of her of parts, but I don't have like the hair piece, which is one of my favorite things ever. So I kind of worked my way around, because at the end of the day, man, the figures that I buy, I choose them. Like I'm curating and picking and choosing. So it's it would be weird for me to get figures that I don't like. So that's how I answered number 5.
Thank you. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, this is probably not the best way to do it, but some of us don't have the figures that we don't like. So Rick, you sent me your list. Did you want to say it, or do you want me to?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, number 5, and this list was tough to create for me because I don't really dislike any mythics, to be honest. But somebody had to be number 5, and for me that is Artemis V1. I don't have this figure, so certainly she could be elevated maybe if I actually had her. But just in terms of just appeal from afar, I'm not a big flock collector really, and she just doesn't really necessarily speak to me. So I do I prefer the V2 look for her with the.
I actually do too. Yeah, I really like the character, but version 2 I much prefer. I have both versions, and the wings are kind of really hard to put on with her hair. I
Is
don't
that
know
right?
if anyone else had those issues, but the wings and her hair, the hair is kind of a solid plastic piece, and it kind of drapes over her back, and it kind of covers the wing holes. So if you do put them on at the same time, it kind of pushes her head forward. So yeah, it was not the best.
Just do what I did, Greg. I heated up her head sculpt. I pulled her hair back a little bit, and then I ran it under cold water and reformed it, and then it was good.
I will have to try that. All right, Brendan, you're up, buddy.
Number 5. Oh, this is so freaking hard.
That's what she
I
said.
Hey, that's good nowadays. She's still saying that.
Right.
I like it as a build. I just don't like the figure as a vampire phalanx.
Okay. What about it is?
I don't know. I guess looking through it, I'm not a big fan of the helmeted vampire head.
I like the armor. I think the armor is cool, but I'm not a fan overall of the vampire faces. I think they're.
I'm starting to notice that as I go through the list. But like the shine to it too. There's only a few figures that have that really glossy look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
I think maybe the finish, if the finish was different, I might like it a little more. I've ended up repainting. I like the parts, but I've ended up repainting a few of them.
Maybe if it was a flat matte black.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. Just not for you, huh? Okay.
No, like I like the other ones, like Varg. I love Barn Volger. I like vampires, just not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, save it for later.
All right, Joe G.
So I'm doing this in protest. I have all the figures. I like all the figures.
I understand.
But,
your least favorite of your
and it's not even a favorite thing. I'm going to be picking things that just maybe bother me a little bit. So my first pick is actually going to be Scaphoid.
Okay.
Wow.
It's an amazing figure, but it is a reanimated wizard. They're wizards in life that are raised as undead, and they come with armor and a shield and a mace. And I think that I really would like a version 2 that gave them a more wizard look, maybe some robes and a wizard staff and something that made it feel like a character that was more of a caster. So
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, Joe. Yeah, I do like the color. I think the color that they picked for him is
there's no bad figures in Mythic Legions, so that's like I said, I'm kind of grasping at straws to find something that I don't like. So
I'm with you. I understand. All right, Bill, you're up, Bill.
So we're starting with our 5th.
Yes. So
like the number one,
is the
the number 1 on the list would be my absolute worst. So I'm starting with my 5th.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the Stone Troll 2, because for me, Mythic Legions is all about popping and swapping, and the trolls they don't quite have that.
Right.
And I love the trolls. They're great display pieces.
Yes.
But they're they're statues essentially.
Yes.
So of all the Mythic Legions, the trolls tend to be my least favorite, and you can probably have a guess as to where the rest of my list is going to go.
Yeah, I had to buy just one, just to have one.
Yep, I have one.
I got rid of all 4 of mine recently.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I've got one, and I'm happy with that. I think it's the Stone Troll.
And they take up a ton of space.
I had to buy 3 just to have one. That's how my brain went.
I won't mention how many I have, which is
I got rid of what
embarrassing
Bill
now.
said. Space.
Yeah.
I need more space for figures. Trolls had to be sacrificed
for sure. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Brett. Well, who's your number 5?
Oh, is that me?
Yes.
Okay, the masses are starting to stand up. So I'm going to go with, because I just saw it on the screen, the Shadow Orc grunt. And mostly, orcs are good. All right, that's my first level. Second one would be the lack. For me now, the lack of paint is more important, or I shouldn't say lack of, but the paint details are more important now as I do more pumping and swapping and other stuff. So, Shadow Orc grunt.
Okay. Good choice. Good choice. Okay, so that's I'm next. I am picking all the way at the top here. This guy. Bryophytus.
Knew he was going to be on here.
Yeah. Somebody had to pick him.
I almost bought him. I thought about it.
I like him.
And mossed or demossed, I still. And I love orcs, but this one, for some reason, I'm like, nah, I'm okay with never having this figure. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with that. All right, Blake, you're up, buddy.
So that'd be number 2 or number 4, excuse me, right?
4, yes.
Let's go to Advent of Decay, the Whispering Elf.
The Whisperling. They speak in a normal volume.
Whisperling Elf. Yes. I was going to say it lightly, but I think go back up. Was it it's the Gold Elf, right? Is it the one right next to Elf Ranger? Is that the correct
Gold
one?
Elf Legion builder?
Yeah.
Male elf builder right here.
No, the gold one. Right.
Elf.
Down.
It's called Elf.
That's just Elf, I think.
It says Elf on this sheet, but under Advent of Decay, it's called something.
Right next to Ein Samal accessory pack.
Down, right there.
Yeah, just Elf.
That one.
You don't like this figure? I love this figure.
Okay, time out. Like, we got to have this conversation, right?
Okay.
I have the figure. I had to come up with 5 that I don't like. It's absolutely a nightmare. This is harder than picking my top 5. So I don't know, just kind of right back to what I said about the Steel Knight. I just thought it's bland. Yes, customizing. There's a lot you can do with it. I understand there's a lot of potential. I do like the face sculpt. That's why I bought it. I liked having that human tone face sculpt on there with the gold, but overall, this figure falls to the bottom if I have to make a decision.
Okay. I use the other head sculpt. I like that helmet. I like the elf helmet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I think I bought a couple of these from Brett. Brett sold me at least 1, 2, I think. Okay.
And Brett.
He's my enabler and supplier for sure. All right, Brian Carr, you're up, buddy.
All right, I have Azar next.
Azar.
And I really like Zazar, but it's just something about the yellow. It just kind of stands out, not in a great way to me.
Dr. Brett calls him the banana demon, and I love it.
I do like the details on his armor. I do like, but it's just something about that yellow. It just kind of sticks out to me. But I did add some little. I did bring him up, and I did add some little like purple lightning to his sword and to his spear, which kind of spruces him up a little bit. But still, if I had to pick, I still do like him. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick him.
Yeah.
But I do really like Zazar.
I put some Aerithir wings on him in my display, and I feel like that added a lot to him to make him feel a little bit more epic, more demon-esque. So just a thought. Yeah.
A little spice. All right, Brick.
And who doesn't like bananas?
Yeah, right?
Good for you.
Communists. Oh, sorry. Number 4.
All the way there over bananas.
Number 4 for me is going to be Tibius. And this was one of the earliest figures I got. And for a couple of reasons, and a lot of it just has to do with time. you know, the soft goods, I will just say, have improved so much since Siege SM's gotten involved.
Yes.
And I remember even early when I first got this, I was like, that was the one thing I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling these soft goods. You
They're
know,
kind of basic.
They were, yeah, and the material wasn't my thing. And again, these are great toys. Like we know this, so.
Yes.
I love the markings on the head and everything. So I really love this figure. But now that we're getting the new skeleton bodies and everything, these just sort of like fade a little bit because of that. But so that's where I'm at, number 4.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable for sure. All right, Rick. Yours. Let me get to it here.
Yeah, number 4, I went with the Half Giant Legion builder. I'm not really a Half Giant collector. The fact that he doesn't really have any paint on him kind of adds to the.
All right. Yeah, this one's cool.
But like I said, I'm a fan of all of them really, but somebody had to be on the list. So.
I like the body. I'm really a fan of the figure of the body, but the head is.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the head, and I feel like I would have to paint it if I were to ever buy it, and then it just.
You get the barbarian add-on set. It changes that figure.
The Bard set really.
Yeah. Hold on, I have it accessible. This guy's awesome.
I do like
his ankle. His ankles suck. But let's see, is that? I can't see myself.
Yes, that
changes everything.
Yeah.
This guy is completely different.
Yep.
And this body also makes a great customizing because of the tone. So yeah, I've got a couple.
Details. Those antlers are huge.
And I love that bearded helmet.
The antlers are as big as barbarian body.
To give some different feet though for those, I think. Variety in the feet.
Some bare feet just to irritate Curtis.
Yeah.
With nice nasty toenails like the trolls have, like those cracked toenails.
Speaking of bare feet, this is what I did with my body on one of them because I bought some extras.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Cool. I like that.
Oh, cool.
I actually have a wolf head from Detour I need to paint up.
Yeah, this one's from Mark Calvo.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Mark's work. It looks good.
Sorry, I haven't read any of the comments here.
I threw that in to be convenient.
Phalanx is now how Schmerber became a dry brushing legend. That is true. That is true. See you, Nate. Have a good one, buddy. Ragna is not allowed on the list. Yes, absolutely.
I kept her off my list out of respect.
I will not acknowledge Ragna as anyone's.
Sorry in advance, Steph.
I don't have to brown nose Eric, so there's that. My list would have been terrible. I am unapologetical shill for the 4-H. Yeah, I really was not excited for this list, but I was just trying to think of a quick, like a fun top something list.
My number one pick is Greg for making us do this.
Right.
Yeah, seriously, this was my least favorite thing on that list.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I was like, it's my first time on, and this is what I got to do. Okay.
It's kind of fun watching everybody squirm. So
yeah. No, it is.
That says put Blake in the corner. J-Mac, never trust an elf. I'm glad I'm not on this. I couldn't pick any figures I don't like. I'm enjoying hearing you guys' list.
But it's not the figures that we don't like. It's our least favorite.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is an important distinction for this because there are no figures that I don't like.
Mine are constructive criticisms, not
minor things sometimes. Yeah, Bill and Brick are saying they're creatively copying out for sure on some of their choices.
But it's actually accurate. Like, it is kind of a cop-out, but it's also kind of accurate for me because the trolls are genuinely my least favorite. It's just that there's 8 trolls essentially. So I'm able to make them my top 5 all trolls.
Hey, Trevor, that your choice right there is on my list, Trevor. Saw that.
Right.
Wow, with the he gave a hate word. The H word. Nice.
I got this one from Dennis Derby. I got his, and I like the figure.
She's my next one, actually.
Evelyn. I could see some of the Motu stuff being a lot of people's like least favorite, especially if you're not in. I mean, honestly, I could say Unkin could be my least favorite because it's probably the figure I most want and I can't get.
You're right.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too, like the ones I can't get.
Hey, Rick is leaving, so thank you, Rick, very much, and I will read your list.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, man. It's a long show, man. I appreciate you for sticking in there.
Can I get a time check?
It's 11:47 here, EST.
It's 8:47 where you're at, Brett.
Yes,
West Coast time.
13 more minutes.
West Coast. Okay, guys. Sorry, where were we? I don't even remember where we stopped. Who is next?
Brick, maybe? Or...
Brett?
No, I think we were on Brick, maybe.
Oh, Brick. I'm
sorry. I just did Tibius.
Right.
Oh.
So we're at Brendan.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Constructive criticism. I'll throw them both together. Azar and Zazar. I love both the colors. I just wish they were muted a little more because I absolutely love Zazar, but the three don't look good together in my eyes.
Yeah.
Speaking,
I wish the yellow was a little more muted. Just toned down a little.
Yeah.
It's hard because I don't know if everybody knows that Hazar, if you put a black light to it, it shines.
Mm-hmm.
It's black light reflector.
Cool.
So, but doing that in front of the other two, it looks weird to take pictures of.
Yeah.
I would love them just a little darker yellow, a little darker blue, and I would love them. But it doesn't fit into the collection in my eyes right now.
Fair. All right, Joe, you're up.
I see that the Armory Knights are on there, and so mine is going to be the purple Armory Knight, just because it's not very purple. Like in hand, It doesn't look that purple to me, and I just wish that it was more purple.
Okay.
Just because I have to pick something, right?
So Joe's asking for
You can
more.
add purple to it.
Yeah.
No. We're talking least favorites, and if the lighting isn't good, I can't even tell the difference between it and like the gunmetal. It's hard to have the distinction.
Yeah.
That was in package. I noticed that with the shine, you can't tell the difference.
I accidentally sold a gunmetal when I was supposed to sell a purple.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Joe G wants to eat purple.
More purple.
Yeah.
Let's get more purple.
All right, guys, we'll be moving any minute now.
Okay.
The whole entire sea of people has now stood up.
Nice. You're going into the halls now, or
very shortly?
Cool.
They'll be flipping the escalators around any second.
Stampede.
Here they come.
All right, Bill, you're up, Bill.
So let me check my list here. So my next one, my number 5 was the Stone Troll 2. Now I'm moving into the ones. So my favorite troll is the Ice Troll. So the Ice Troll 1 would be my 4th least favorite figure. Ice Troll 1. Ice Troll 2 would be higher on my list in terms of what I like because it's got more to it, like all the other trolls. But Ice Troll 1 is my favorite, so the other 3 are up above this one in terms of.
Okay, gotcha. Bill,
But this is the one I own.
Trolls-
This is the one I own. Is Ice
all
Troll
trolls?
1. I technically have an Ice Troll 2 because I forget who. Somebody sent me the Cyclops head for it. So I do have that head. I just have it separate on the shelf. I don't have 2 Ice Trolls, but yeah.
Is your whole list trolls, Bill?
Yes. I've already said that.
Yeah, I like this list.
Okay.
So the rest of them are the ones.
All right.
So you should be able to figure out what my least
Spoilers!
favorite figure is, because I've kind of already revealed it.
It's not a fighting game.
Brett, can you hear us?
Faustia.
Ostia. Okay. Muting again.
What?
Muting again. Okay. Faustia. Oh, I guess I shouldn't mute him. That way he could talk about why he doesn't like Faustia.
Because Casper doesn't.
He's my favorite because he doesn't.
Why did Casper, man? He gets all the respect from you. You picked him up barbarians. You picked his least favorite. So yeah.
What can I say? I like bald cops.
He's a great guy. Even though he's wrong about Faustia, he's a great guy.
I'm a big Faustia fan. I love that.
Me
figure.
too. I love
Red, gold, and black. Come
Yeah, I
on.
think she's great.
Too much flesh. Too much flesh.
Too much flesh.
What a strumpet.
Right. I'm going to go with what a few of you guys have said already.
Wow.
Azar and Zazar are my number 3. I had the blue one. I think I had them both through trades, and I literally could not give them away. I tried to trade other people to get rid of these figures, and there was no takers. I'm like, Brian, are you sure, Brian? Are you sure you want this figure, Brian? Like, I tried, and I still
We did end up getting them, but yeah.
I have a yellow that I would probably trade for almost anything. Just throwing that out there. I will take nearly any other mythic figure for that banana demon. Just saying. Just saying. Justice for Faustia and Ragna.
I'm gonna have to post a picture of my demon display just to, I don't know, see if I can influence anybody on how just adding wings to all of them make them seem so much more epic.
Good call. Good call.
And I will say, Zazar was one of the seeing him visually really early on was one of the things that drew me to the line. I just was intrigued by that silhouette and the blue, the black markings. I don't know.
Yeah, Azar looks really cool. Azar, not as much. To me.
I prefer Jeremy G's versions, the purple ones.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. Karen says I bought an extra yellow one to use for pop and swaps with the Buzz Off Cosmic when it arrives. That's a good idea.
Good idea.
Maybe I will keep my yellow one. Maybe Terrence talked me into keeping it.
Like you had a choice, Greg.
Right. I know. Exactly. Exactly. All right, Blake, you're up, buddy.
All right, we're gonna go with what Trevor already did a preview on it, but Milena or
oh, that's right.
Yeah, we'll get that one out of the way.
Where's there she is. Yeah, I paid a bit for this figure.
I'm sure you did, but it's just one that doesn't really speak much to me, to be honest with you.
Yellow skin is kind of odd, but
agreed.
It's different.
Yep.
It's different.
It's
You
a
don't really
main
hear a lot
character,
about
so
this figure.
Well, that's the tribute aspect, right? The original Evil Lynn had the jaundice skin because it was supposed to represent her spell casting. But I also love this figure, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do too. I really liked it. PowerCon debut.
Yep.
All righty. Brian Carr, you're up, man.
I am a massive He-Man fan, but I don't really like the tributes that much, and I don't really know why, but I'm going to go with Mephitor for my number 3.
I think he's a lot of people's not favorite, but I've seen people repaint it. Like Mark I think he painted his.
Some people repaint him black and red. He looks really cool, but I don't know. This one just doesn't speak to me.
Yeah. And I like orange. I think orange is a cool color, but yeah.
And I like Thinkor, but I just don't like
this figure. If you put it next to the Cosmic Waltor, they look like they go together.
Yeah.
Agreed. I like that orange. I like that orange, but yeah, this figure's.
I like the alternate. I like the alternate head.
I do too. Yeah, that alternate head. It's like a black goblin head.
Yeah,
super nice. That's worth the price of the figure, I think. Which is low. It's a cheaper figure for sure. Corey says, I just got Fastia. Love her. Yeah, she's a great figure, I think. Tina had used her and Dorina for lots of her customs. What exactly is booby blushed?
I see boobs that blush.
Yeah, exactly.
Black goblins still need him. Yeah, for sure. All right, Brick, you're up, sir.
All right, this is under creative cop out Romulus, and it's because somehow I accidentally ended up with 4 of these unintentionally. It's just one of those things. Was like, oh, I have another one. Oh, I have another one.
I had 2, and I was like, wow.
And but yes, but I think it's a dope figure. It's just one of those things where you're like this, and what? There's another figure I'm forgetting right now that just reminded me I need to be real careful about documenting what I've gotten, so I don't accidentally get multiples.
Yes.
This was totally one of those, just because he's so cool. I was like, oh, I want that guy. And I was like, oh, wait, I already have him.
And that happened 3 times.
Yeah, you saw it again. Oh, I want that guy. Yeah.
And it ended up on your bottom 5 list.
Yeah. There you go. Creative cop out. I love the whole one arm thing, though. I'm a sucker for that.
I do too.
I think it's so cool. But yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Cool skin tone, too. Very different, unique.
I think Romulus has one of the best paint jobs out of the entire first few years. Like, it's one of the early figures that really ramped up the awesome paint work from the dirtiness of it. And it's just like so much detail in that figure.
Which I think is probably, it speaks to me accidentally getting 4. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a great figure.
Every time forgetting, and like, oh, this is so cool.
All right, Brendan, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go with Gold Knight, the original one. As much as Knights are my, I mean, the Gold Skeleton. I'm sorry.
Oh,
the Gold Skeleton is one I will never pick up, and
I think he's cool.
No, the skeleton. And the second one is just amazing. The new one coming out.
The new one looks beautiful.
Because the coloring is different. I don't like the copper. It's more of a copper look on the gold here. Where if you go to the newer one, it's got more of a bronze out look.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's gaudy to me. I'm not a fan of gold to begin with. Legions has actually brought me into being more of a fan of gold than I like. But yeah, there's just something about this. As much as skeletons are my thing, just doesn't do it for me.
Ironically, one of my favorite things is to take the Gold Knight and Gold Skeleton and swap them so that they're solid gold, because I love gaudiness.
Oh, I never thought of that.
This is Joe's.
Now I need one.
This looks cool, Joe.
Yeah, I just thought the wings kind of added
wings
to
do.
him.
Yes, the wings do definitely.
Whew, the wings
I've never, never
I like Azar like that. Still, I mean Zazar. Azar is still a little bright. Zazar with the blue wings is nice.
Never been a fan of pauldrons that are not attached to anything. I need some kind of belt or something.
That's how hardcore the demons are, though. They just
yeah, that's true.
Bolt those into their shoulder blades.
They're not pauldrons, they're reshaped souls that they swindled from mortals.
There you go.
I like it
That's
better.
some GMing right there.
All right, guys, I'm on a roll.
All right, are you leaving?
No, yeah, no, I'm not. No, I won't leave, but I'm moving fast and furious.
Okay,
So
man.
get me, and I'll just throw out there all the Motu tributes. Bye.
Okay. Bye. There. Joe, you're up, man.
So mine, I'm gonna follow Blake's lead, the Steel Knight, and the reason being, I like, knights are my favorite characters, but a 2.0 knight that's not an elf or a female, it's not my favorite look to have such a slight build on the knight.
It's different for sure.
Yeah, I think all knights should be bulkier, because if you take into consideration like how much armor he has on, he probably looks like a skeleton when he takes that armor off.
It's a kid. It's a kid.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bill.
Drum roll. You're muted.
Bill.
Sorry about that. My dog was barking.
No problem.
Okay, so my next one is my second favorite troll, but version 1 being my third least favorite Mythic Legions figure, Brontis 1. And yeah, I mean, I Brontis and the Ice Troll are my two favorites. So the Forest and the Stone Troll would be, less favorite of mine than this. And the paintwork on this is awesome. So
yeah, it is.
It's a little bit higher on
I
my list.
love this paint job.
Yeah, I've got Brontis too. That's a great figure.
The chain is a nice touch too. He looks like he's on his way to the disco.
Doesn't he have the scroll up a little bit? Doesn't he have the Stone Troll head as his weapon, like the skull, Stone Troll skull? Isn't that right? Yeah, that's his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a huge piece. Definitely.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
All right, and let's look at Brett's. Are people running to wherever they're going?
There are some running, and they're explicitly yelling every 5 seconds, "No running!
Don't run!"
No, and even people are yelling it. The overhead's yelling it, and people are still running.
Power walking.
So how far is the Horseman table?
Too far.
Is it?
No, not really.
Are you getting close? Should we just stick with you?
I'm getting close-ish.
Okay.
That's about as empty as it's gonna be all day.
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't look bad.
It's also Sunday, but still, I used to love going on Sundays. Fun
Getting
stuff.
closer.
Yeah, they have now sold out sticker for the chicken song.
I don't want to hear no sold outs.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't be sold out yet.
Are they limiting paladins to just
anytime.
one?
What's that?
Paladins are just one per.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tamashi Nations.
Please do not run.
And there's a Robotech booth.
Yep.
Takara's got the license.
Guys,
Takara just licensed.
guys.
Oh,
Look at that large Zujitsu.
Say hi to Jeremy.
I'm sold out.
Hey.
Already? How the heck did that happen? Okay, they're sold out.
No.
All right.
Wow.
I thought he was saying I don't want to talk to new to Mythics, but
Yeah, right. Trevor says Paladins sold out
oof.
already.
It's crazy because they just opened the doors 2 minutes ago.
Is it vendors that are there already, I wonder? Or
They didn't open the doors till 9.
Wow.
Oh man.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Fast forward, fast forward. I don't think the person with you.
Okay.
Tell me you'll take.
He did that.
Tell me you'll take the display.
I love
Lots
I
of
know Nate
sold
March
out.
is like
Wow. Wow. I'm floored. You're live on New to Mythics.
Hey,
Hi,
buddy, how
Jeremy.
you doing? Here
Hey.
in San Diego. It is tiring. It is crazy.
I can't believe you guys.
Hopefully he gets a Disney trip out of this.
It's
I'm sure he
great
will.
seeing.
Oh yeah, he
yes.
will.
It's great to see all the Mythic fans there, though. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Can we see what's on the tables, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I see. I forget that it's.
The bought 3 every day? Yeah.
Got that vital hand sanitizer there.
Yes.
We're not running.
That's a bummer, Brett.
Is what it is, right, guys?
Yeah.
It's the risk you take. That's crazy though. I got here 6 minutes after the doors opened, and it's
Man.
already, yeah,
They must not have had many left
for today.
today.
Yeah,
They must have sold.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
okay.
guessing that's what it was. You know.
Yeah. Pleasure.
I can get a free donut.
Yeah.
Give us a tour of the display case.
I'm going to, but there's people in front of me.
Oh, okay. That's the lines right in front of it. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Just
right
let
next to that guy's shoulder.
Just
I'm
let
not
them know
gonna
who you
run
are,
up and
Brett.
knock anybody over.
Yeah.
Guys,
Let them
come
know
on.
who you are.
Brett, could you go horizontal by any chance?
Reform the line.
No,
around
there
it.
you go.
Thank you.
Just say no to vertical video.
That looks great.
It is an amazing display.
Did anyone see my birthday wish to Jordan
Oh,
last night?
that's so
Yes,
nice.
that was so
No
funny.
more.
That was hilarious.
Look at
That's
that,
the
man. That is
display in
amazing.
totality.
Yeah,
Oh, it really is.
that's amazing that like people at SDCC, just sort of casual folks walking by, get to see that. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
All of that.
Stop.
This
Hey,
right
all
here
of
is
that-
worth coming down here just to
Look
see
out,
this.
fella.
Yeah.
A live
Most
show.
of that isn't out yet. That's all stuff coming out.
The only thing that's out is that
Necro, yeah.
and most of this.
Ganesha.
So a lot of the All Stars is still there. All the exclusives and early drops. Necro, Rising Suns.
And I heard they had sold out of Barbarians this one too.
They sold out for yes. And then Einstein all. I mean, look at there she is, and all of her.
Beautiful.
I'm like all this.
Love her weapon. Love that hammer.
Yeah, that hammer is rad for sure.
Now seeing that on display, I want to see an imp scale leg sticking out of Isbjorn's mouth.
Yes.
Sorry for the
Like that.
vertical, but I wanted
That's
to capture
cool.
it.
That looks better in person.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see what you're doing, Brett. It's great. You're like getting us that nice focus.
That head is huge.
I love the detail of that fur.
Oh no, man, I love it.
Oh, that's a really light blue. Brett.
Thank you very much, though. The cheese roll
Oh,
might not
yeah.
be that laden in sugar compared to the other one. Oh yeah. So this is
And then this ones, I'm looking really forward to these two.
Yes.
Ooh, these are awesome. Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
This release. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
In the back there, Kern Ray.
Kern Ray. Oh, look at that.
Can't wait for Kern Ray.
So this is August, right?
September.
End of August. September.
Yeah, August will be the Silver Night.
Oh, it looks so good.
And the way
Ooh,
they
look at that
have the Blue
breakdown.
Night.
Oh, is that the?
Yeah.
Is that the Curtis
Blue Shield.
Exploded version?
Right.
No, that's
It
the.
says
That's the Blue
build your
Shield
own
Soldier.
legion.
Close,
Oh, I
Blake. Very close.
Cool.
That's all the parts of the Blue Shield, right?
Yeah, because there's one there, and then look at that badass little puppy there.
Oh
or
man.
kitty there.
Meow.
Ooh, I think wasn't that the lead that line that was undersold? It's going to be harder to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those Blue Shield soldiers, I ordered a couple of them.
So
I
cool.
ordered a line. I wish I'd ordered more.
I love the scapular holding his mask.
Oh,
This
that's
is for you, Michael.
that is cool.
This is for you, Michael.
I can't wait for that figure so much.
Yeah, me too. That's a beauty.
That horse too.
And that figure right there, I'm telling you, that army builder right there, boy, I'm
Look
telling
at the detail.
Oh, that head. The
Yeah,
alt
that head
the
is
horns.
amazing. Right
But you, like, look at the purples in Neve.
Yeah.
I never noticed the colors in her helmet and her pauldrons.
Yeah, she. Oh yeah, purple. Yeah, I never saw that. That's a good call.
Can you just reach in and put that in your backpack for me? And
tell him Shooting the Shelf sent me.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly
That'll be
right.
the last time we see Brett.
Yeah.
Right. As Joe tackles him to the ground.
Do they only have
That's what I'm
the
afraid of. I'm not afraid of any of the rest of them. It's Joe.
Yes.
That Thraxian. Look at that Thraxian back there. And that. What's his name in the front there with the green head? I always forget his name.
Orvar.
Yeah, he's actually. He even looks even better right now as you're showing him. I mean, I've been excited about that one, but wow.
The colors in the paint job, and even his little head sack.
Oh, I love that head sculpt down there. He's like really angry.
How's the dwarf fans gonna put the beard in the suit? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, they'll find a way. I like Vela or whatever her name is, Ulara.
Yes.
I love
her
that
face
head
is
sculpt.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you know how many customs you can make out of those two? Just popping and swapping custom head sculpts and just others.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some bangers.
I really like the blue or the yellow tusk with the blue head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
This Thraxon is pretty sweet too.
Yeah, that one's sick with the two-tone.
Enemy mine.
Wow. Yep, enemy mine. Yep, that's good call. Good call.
Zombies.
Oh yeah.
I love that other head sculpt.
Oh, last one. Can I pay cash?
Gotta love the barbarian.
Say hi to George. Hi to George.
Hey, George.
Hi, George.
Nice to see you.
Joe's hiding in the back.
Hey, Joe.
The sold out list.
Here
you go.
So yeah, there's the list.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. This is all that's left. Yeah. This is right here, guys.
Wow.
This is all. That's it.
Wow.
All, they're not.
Oh
They're
my
going home
God.
empty-handed.
Congratulations. No, that's great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
that
really
is
great.
awesome.
I should ask you guys to see.
So let me get out of these people's way. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna just start seeing if I can pick up some other things for stuff.
All right, man. Enjoy.
All right.
Have a good
Take
one.
care.
Have
You too,
fun,
bye.
man.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with me all morning. That was awesome.
Yeah, that
really
was,
was.
fun, man. No
Yeah.
problem.
Hell
All
yeah,
right.
Brett.
Talk to
Thanks
you
for
guys
taking
all
us
soon.
along.
Thanks, Brett.
Later, Brett.
It's been a long show, so I'm just gonna read off my next two. Azazar, just didn't care for that figure, and my number one is Okiatis. Just did not like Okiatis.
Okay.
I thought we were on two.
Yeah, we just have one more left.
We're all gonna do our last two.
Yeah, because it's really
Oh, I got you. I got
hour,
you.
and I don't want to take everybody's whole day, rest of their day up. So if you
I gotta
guys,
jump off in a few minutes.
yeah, Blake,
Okiatos is one of my favorites, though, but sure.
Is it
So,
really?
Yes.
I've
and
seen
I
the
have
blue-
3 of those.
the blue
and so,
skull.
Agreed. I like Okiatos.
but I'm saying that because I'm about to name some people's favorites.
Okay,
my-
Blake, you're up, buddy.
Okay, last two deluxe Gladiator Legion Builder. You know, I mean, especially after we've got some of the other bodies of that sort. And then, believe it or not, I'm not a huge fan of the Hagnon figure. I just never have been.
It's okay.
I have the Hagnon. I like the skull version, but the regular Hagnon's just not my thing. Now in the undead pack was probably the first Hagnon portion of that bleacher where I like that. I like that one, but the first edition I was not. So those are my two. And Bill, this is for you. I love this figure. I got the custom, if you know, the throwback homage here. So I got the custom helmet that goes on him.
Love it.
Where'd you get that
So-
from? I love that.
Harryhausen action.
Bill says, he says, "How dare you, Bill? I am fantastic."
I love the trolls. I think they're great, but it's just I had to pick something.
Look into my one blue eye, Bill. Look.
I love that helmet. That helmet's rad, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. This was, I believe, Skelestoria painted this for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Super cool. All right, Brian.
All right, my last two were Steel Knight for a lot of reasons. Everybody else said too thin. And compared to all the knights now, like how amazing the knights are.
That is true.
Where did I bring this? Like this guy. Like.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, the newer figures are.
And then just this, and then number one was Brophytus.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my number one.
Good choice. Hey, Cuddles. Adorable. Nice shirt, too. I love that shirt, man. Looks sexy. Joe, you're up.
All right. My number 2 is the Vampire Knight.
Okay.
It's the same thing as the Steel Knight. It's that slight build, you know, with armor on. I feel like he's not a very good hunter. You know, he's not eating well because he's too slim, you know. So he needs to step his game up so he can get some larger armor.
Right.
And my number one is the Bronze Dwarf because he's not bronze. And you know, I'm gonna hang my hat on that for a long time.
That is a question.
That's true. Your call out.
I do wonder about that for sure. All right, Brendan, you're up.
I'll go with the plain old Goblin for 2. It's just, I don't know. It's just a builder, and it's not that. Like, there's parts are everywhere else, and the head is very generic. Number 1, same thing Joe was saying, Vampire Knight.
Yeah.
He needs to eat more. It looks like a stretched Armstrong figure that stretched out too much, and it doesn't go back to its shape anymore. The neck is long, the head's long. It just looks like, not a fan of that Vampire Knight.
Okay. That's fair. Brick, you're up, buddy.
2, Ragnar.
Sorry. Now hold on. Brick was the last person I thought I'd hear body shaming.
He took himself out.
I've been sitting here hearing you pick on the thinner dudes the whole day. But no, I think for me, it's definitely part of the body. It's also the mask. Like I want to see her underneath that, and of course the soft goods. I like the fur, but it just kind of doesn't come together. And we saw it earlier in Brett's video at San Diego Comic-Con, the Exiles. Like that's in my brain what I want to sort of see for the dwarves. And if I could see that beautiful dwarven woman underneath that helmet, I would love it. But
a
lot of it's older. Number 1. Oh, what's that?
I was gonna say even Eric Treadaway has kind of like mentioned that it was a bit of a workaround, and they kind of wished that they didn't have to make it like that.
There you go. See, Eric said it. So leave me alone. No, number 1 is Otho, but mainly because I don't have him, and so total creative cop out. But that was just like Azar was one of those figures where I saw early in the line. I was like, man, what is this line? That's a character. I want that character. And then at the very first Mythic meetup, I don't know if you remember this, Joe, but I think Walter took a picture of Otho on the table.
Yes.
Early on. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? And, you know, it's like, no way.
I was eyeballing him. It was actually reasonably priced, too.
Yeah.
But I already had him, so I skipped. I probably should have.
Must be nice, Joe. But yes, mainly because I don't have him. But we'll be getting him soon enough. So those are my two.
Hopefully this year, not just a pre-order. I'm hoping.
I think I might be next and last, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So basically, the way I did my list was I ranked. I chose it by head sculpt. Like my favorite head sculpt is the ice troll head sculpt, and kind of ranked them by like my favorite head sculpt, and then just reversed the list. So my next one would be forest. So number 2 least favorite is the forest troll 1, and my number 1 least favorite is the stone troll 1.
Okay. Reasonable.
Yeah, and again, I've already kind of like explained all my reasoning about the trolls.
Now, I'm with you on them being kind of statues on your shelf.
Yeah, and they're great. Like I love them for what they are, and I love having my ice troll. But if I just have to pick, if I were like, okay, what could I eliminate from my collection?
Right.
It would probably be that, just because it doesn't offer the same playability and pop and swap and stuff as the other ones.
Rick did leave his list. Number 3, which shocks me, is Baethyr's Fury.
Whoa.
Number 3. And I'm like, let's get this guy back here and explain that.
Baethyr's Fury? Wow.
Yeah. Number 2 is Golden Skeleton Original. I like the gold skull. The armor is,
we lost him.
I agree with you.
And
now I want one to put on a gold knight because of Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. It's fabulous.
And then his number 1 was Azar.
Just remember Baethyr's Fury, that like people reacted very negatively to that. I don't think you guys remember that, but
transparent.
I remember it, but
that's the gold. That's the gold.
I was thinking of the first.
Oh, they didn't like the paint. Yes. Oh, no, it's not the fire one. It's the the third one that came up. The gold. Okay.
I was.
Yeah, that paint job people were very critical about.
About that.
So cool. Wait to see it when we have it in hand first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't Sir Benegar or the Burning Knight. It was Baethyr's Fury.
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Benegar. So I'm not gonna have some of the other topics that I really wanted to get into. I wanted to talk about the dark side of collecting, how obsession and borderline hoarding and stuff like that. I really want to talk about it, but I think that would be another hour or two. But I would love for you guys to be back. If we can have that on the next show in 2 weeks. Fantastic Four, I didn't get to talk about. I did want to do show and tell, but if you want to talk about Fantastic Four real quick, those who've seen it, not sharing any spoilers, but I love it. I love that the heart of I would say Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby was the heart of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved that it had the family, the core values, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice souvenir you've got there, Brian. But I really enjoyed it. I've loved Fantastic Four since I was a kid, and I feel like they really harnessed that nostalgia, and they did right by the characters, in my opinion. That's all.
I'll quickly share. I've just been doing the thumbs up. I had a blast, and it was everything that I wanted in a Fantastic Four movie in terms of tone and how they pulled some of it off to kind of make it work in the MCU. And musically, I haven't heard enough people talk about this, but the entire time, I love that I haven't heard them say this, but they took the time to take the Marvel Studios theme, which is that dun 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 dun. It's the same key. The notes are just shifted around, and you can actually hear the Marvel Studios theme song in the Fantastic Four theme if you hear it. Which again, it's the first family of Marvel Comics. It means a lot to me, and to sort of see them manage to tell the story of the Fantastic Four in the way that they did. I'm trying to keep it vague, but if you're a big Fantastic Four person, go check it out.
Yes.
The kind of futuristic but 60s vibes, kind of Jetson-y kind of feel was great. The family aspect was amazing. They really drew into the family aspect of the team. I didn't know if they could really pull Galactus off, and they did. And and a lot of the real little Easter eggs of like stuff that they show and just names that they mention, they do a lot with. I didn't think they would do. So it's gonna. I need a second watch for sure, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I went and saw Superman finally last night and absolutely loved it.
Loved it.
I love Superman too.
Very similar to me in terms of like, how do you recreate both of these, like these real iconic characters that are very much of their time, and do it in 2025. And I think both of them did such a really good job.
Yes, I agree. I'm grateful that they're both, in my opinion, really good movies. I was hoping and wishing for the studios both that they were both successful, because that success breeds more good stuff, more collaborations, and more good stuff for us as fans.
And I hate to,
go ahead, Rick.
I know we're trying to keep it quick, but I will say the Surfer is true to their name. Yes. The idea of them surfing through space is beautifully done in this film.
That was
and the other piece is, I don't think it's we've been getting cameos by Stan Lee throughout the MCU, and I've always kind of wondered, I look out for like, how are they going to do this now? How do they continue this tradition in the newer movies now that he's not with us? And I'll just say the way they handled that sort of thing in this movie was, I teared up. It was beautiful.
And Kirby too.
Well, that's what I was trying not to spoil, but yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's beautiful. Either way, you're in for a treat, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hey, to key off with something that Curtis said, and I 100% now that I've seen it, I can speak to it. This the Superman portion, the movie that we were talking about, that is a comic book brought to life. I can't speak on the Fantastic Four, but I think this is the first Superman movie where I felt like I was watching an actual comic book style. The writing kind of came out. James Gunn did an amazing job, and I think that it was spot on. It was a whole different experience. Superman didn't have to be on roids to win us over. He was more realistic. He was more believable. I think the love affair between Lois Lane and all that, I just really felt that the flow of the movie was absolutely spot on. Probably my favorite Superman. That's saying a lot. So
that does say a lot. Yeah. I think their relationship, the chemistry, it has to be there. So yeah, the relationship between the two of them, it had to be, and it was realistic. I think
they argued. They were like a real couple. They argued. They got frustrated. He raised his voice a little bit, like in turmoil. He wanted to walk out the door, and she's like, "Are you walking out on me?" Like just stuff like that. As all of us have been in relationships, whether you're happily married or not, you can sit there and watch that couple and go, "I can align with this. I've been in this situation, right?" And it was easy to sit there and say, this is believable, but yet still in a comic book-esque presentation, which was really neat.
Yep. Right. I agree. Well said.
And how frustrated he gets with crypto. I always like how frustrated he gets with crypto.
Right.
Yeah, crypto. Tipple dog. Sometimes they don't listen.
Right. Anyone else have anything to say about the Fantastic Four? Okay, let's do show and tell real quick. Inspiration, Brendan, probably. I got my first
nice
Loki's.
Yes.
And I think
it's pronounced Blakey's.
Is it?
Yes.
Blakey's. Okay. Bill, did you have any of these? I feel like you were talking about these or something.
No, I haven't picked any of those up. I'm
maybe it's somebody else.
Just mainline, retail Hasbro Transformers.
Somebody was talking about these besides Brendan, or somebody was. Maybe it was Jesse Arnold. I don't remember, but I'm like, you know what? I love Soundwave. I'm gonna pick him up. And I got also the new Grendel figure.
Oh, nice.
So,
Wait, what? Sorry, you said Grendel. My head whipped. Yes. Oh,
huge Grendel fan. I love.
me too.
Yeah,
Matt
Grendel,
Wagner.
Rose, Kristen Spar.
Yes.
Big fan.
Give me some Grendel Prime. Love it.
Yeah, since the old Comico. Yeah.
Yes, Comico.
Old days.
Those
The
and
old days.
Robotech.
Usually the stuff that I have for show and tell is open, but I was just excited to get those last week, and so that's mine. Blake, what do you got for show and tell?
Let me go quick here. So I got some Blocky/Blakies. It's weird for me to say that. But I got the Sentinel Prime. He is super cool. Everything lights up on him. And if you can big me on that, you can kind of see the paint deco on these is really, really well for snapping things together. So, I mean, they actually do all the paint all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a Lita A1. So glowing eyes, the whole 9 yards.
Cool.
Put some of those up. Got in my a new Attorney F. Faker. Dig him. Yeah, Blake's money shot. And then a little shaman action with some imp. And you gotta love this guy. Not only is he, cool that way, but he lights up.
That's pretty awesome.
Something fell down. So he's a really cool. The soft goods are done really, really well on this figure.
Yeah,
and then what's that?
I said they look good.
His book actually is really nice. Opens up.
Nice.
And then if you got on the early one, you got the imp, little Kickstarter, I call it, imp on him. Everything's articulated, tail, you name it. Great figure. And then I think I already showed this, but shout out to Mark Calvo for the wonderful head sculpt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He did a great job on this. Straight from Spain. You gotta love it. So
very cool.
That's all I got.
All right, Brian.
All right. Got a few this week. Obviously, the Psylocke. She's even better than I thought she was going to be. And actually, surprisingly, I really wasn't looking forward to getting Thanos, but he was better than I thought. I have 3 or 4 Thanos already, but his face I really like his face, how it turned out. So he was better than I thought he'd be. This guy's not new, but I just ended up getting him Blowtorch. Okay. So
he's awesome.
Yeah, I love Blowtorch back in the 80s. He was one of my favorite Joes. And he just, all his gear, he just looks phenomenal. The flames, everything. Then actually just yesterday showed up the Crossbones and Madam Mask, so I haven't even gotten a chance to open them up yet. And
see you, Brandon. Good one.
Never have too many doggies, so
I didn't know this set was out yet. When you posted this on our chat, I was like, "What?" I didn't even know it was out.
It just expedited. It just went from such and such date. Like mine actually gets delivered today. So yeah, they're showing up like immediately from Amazon.
I'm excited for this.
I didn't get a pre-order for that yet.
Yep. Yeah. So that was it that I had. That was new.
Law and Order didn't come in.
Yep.
Where did you get Law and Order from, Brian?
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, they've been updating a ton of stuff, and they went from like late August to like Monday. It was supposed to be August 29th, like it's coming Monday, and it actually came Saturday.
My toy budget and planning has gone to crap here lately, and this is about the time of year it does it too. Because if you ever noticed, right about SDCC and on, everything that was like pre-order, especially Hasbro and some of the other companies, it gets rushed up, and all of a sudden you're like gotten all these things that are showing up. Happens every year like this.
Yep.
Brendan, do you want to do your show and tell and then bail?
Yeah, I have Blowtorch. I got the same thing. I didn't get Law and Order in.
Okay.
I got. I haven't opened him yet.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, so good.
So good. Yeah, he's really good.
And I have a rat I don't want to get into about the cop, but there's more information released about that yesterday. They might not put it out now.
Oh,
stupid. I'm not going to get into politics, but and then this monster came in.
Wow.
That is Silver Bolt with all the attachments. So there's your Superion in the back. I haven't had a chance to take them apart. But Superion itself is only this part.
Okay.
That's like the original figure.
Yeah.
You can see the body underneath. Seems pretty simple to transform.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
This is all the extra junk.
Dang.
This is the parts farmer part. Other than that, Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
I mean, I think he's been out of work a while already.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, and then I got a bunch of stuff coming in. I got like everything coming in this week. Whole bunch of G.I. Joe. Yeah, everything's coming in. Just like Blake said, I got the gliders coming in. I got 6 G.I. Joe figures coming in. That glider.
I got that yesterday.
You did?
Friday, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all coming in this week. Next week, I'm gonna have a ton of toys to open.
Yeah, wait till August. Holy smokes!
Oh, yeah.
August beginning September. That's going to take us right up to the next figure Obscura drop with expenditures.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I got to go set up for a cornhole tournament. So,
all right, man.
Enjoy, guys.
Have a good one.
Have a great
See
day.
you, Brendan.
Thanks for having me on. This is a blast. I love hanging with you guys always.
Always, yeah.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, Joe, what you got for show and tell?
Well, I picked up this bad boy.
Oh, wow. That's
Last
awesome.
the big teeth.
That's
And
really
I
good.
can't rant enough about how much I like this. I mean, it's even got an articulated jaw. I mean,
And Joe, if you do it really quick, you could probably do it on screen here. Pop the head off really quick. Take the mane off and put the head back on, and it turns into that's almost like a lion version. I bought 2 of these specifically for this reason. If you take the head off, it turns into like strictly a saber-toothed lean tiger.
nice. I haven't heated them up or anything, so I'm not going to do any popping. But
No problem. It's the chains.
Yeah, everything about him is cool. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this. So
yeah, it's awesome.
And then the only other thing is Curtis, because he's such a nice guy, sent me a Motu Vecna because he knows what a big fan I am. Yeah. So yeah. So thanks, Curtis.
Yeah.
You're my favorite donkey. So.
Rick, what do you got for show and tell, Rick?
All right. So I came back from the vacation in Japan and there were things dropping. So I showed you this Neja, keep going. And then this is the same figure that Blake had, the Necromancer.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Very cool.
Japan, man. I go for a particular type of figure. I don't do a whole lot of, like, they have to kind of fit with Legions, basically 6.5 to 7 inch. So I go for these older line from Bandai called the SIC line. That is kind of, if you're familiar with the Meisha movie Realization, the Star Wars one, basically the same type of build, super imaginative Shokin. But I'm a big so this is like kind of reimagined versions of old Kamen Rider and current Kamen Rider, Master Rider. So, and the prices, this is, I don't know if you can see, but basically this set with the motorcycle, and this is like a big figure. You can do like a no tax thing in Japan too, because like it's smart. They're like, hey, you don't pay into things because you don't live here and you're not going to benefit from the taxes. So this breaks down to basically $44.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and and that's a figure from 2003.
Wow.
So same goes. So I've got a bunch of them, and I picked a bunch of them last year too. So this is 2 different versions of the Rider. This works out to, this was like $37 for the 2-pack.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah. So like if you're not getting like the most current things, you can kind of go to town. Even some of the current things are cheaper than, of course, paying the import prices. So there's 2 more here with like bikes. And so I did kind of go nuts, but I will tell you that all of these that I'm showing you were still smaller than recent Legions all-ins. Like it was relatively cheap. And then the other thing that I'm obsessed with were Gashapon, particularly premium Gashapon bugs from Bandai.
Whoa, that's cool. Yeah.
These are like $2. This is less than this is $1.37 actually.
Whoa.
Works out to be. It's I mean, of course they're more if you buy them here.
Awesome. I love that.
And they're wildly articulated. Like even this pupa, you're like, what are they gonna do? But like there is 1, 2, 3 joints in here. It's kind of crazy, man. Can
you buy those here?
You can. You're just paying import prices, or if you're like here in San Francisco and San Jose, they actually have gashapon stores, but you're paying basically like $7 every.
You know what's really crazy about those is they look so real. You could put them somewhere and people freak out.
100%. Check this out.
Unless you're in Australia.
And they're part of what they call the diversity of life line, and so they are super realistic. They're like they have the website and show you sort of all the science behind them and stuff.
So collect and learn at the same time.
Totally. That's the excuse I tell myself. But check it out. Like the butt is, and then these have, not only are they jointed here and there's a ball joint, but they also have a swivel.
I'm not even a bug guy, and those are awesome.
I do like wiggly butts.
Well, okay, nice. Thanks, Joe.
I've got quite a few gashapon stuff in here.
Wow. There's that many of them? So wait, take one of those out of the bag. Do they come in like a round bubbler? Can you buy them? Do they have them in vending machines there?
These are all vending machines. So sorry, when I said gashapon is literally like capsule toy.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay.
Sorry. Yes. And so, is that Blake's voice that I'm hearing?
That's me.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of to pack. So there's like in here, and you can kind of see this is what.
Oh, that's so cool.
I double bubbled that, so that's not normally what happens. But check this out, and check out. Talk about paint jobs.
Whoa!
The paint on these things.
Those are fun.
I need one of those. Yeah, those.
This one that I'm holding up is like $1.70.
That's insane.
And it's dangerous because you're like literally, it's like old school with us dropping in those quarters at the grocery store while mom is shopping.
Yeah.
But they're everywhere. Like you can walk into a place that's basically like, like walking into an arcade, but it's all of these gashapon. You're just looking at stuff. You can go to like stores, the mall, they're all over.
There's a gashapon place up in Seattle. And I'm going to stop by and see it. Now that you said that, maybe they have these there. That would be so cool.
They'll know. Just say it's premium. They're premium gashapon. So like the stuff that they normally have in gashapons are even cheaper, but these are like 500 yen, 400 yen, 500 yen, and then the highest one is 1,500 yen, which right now is so the 1,500 one is $10. So the $10
I was going to
one.
ask that. Yeah.
I didn't even show you a $10 one, but a mantis I don't have open right now. But
a mantis, cool.
It's
very cool.
But that's where I'm at. That's my weird, fun Tokyo toy experience. So I'm going to talk about it today on the stream for sure.
Thanks for sharing, Brett. It was cool.
Thank you so much.
Super cool.
Thanks for having me, man. This was super fun to hang out, guys.
Well, you're welcome anytime, man. You're welcome anytime. So we did all show and tell. Anything you guys want to talk about or plug? Shows that you're going to be on, shows that you're on. Yeah, actually.
Let me transition. I was just going to transition that I'm going to talk all about these at 3:45 my time or 6:45 Eastern. So 3:45 Pacific, 6:45. I do a weekly thing called The News. So you can just find me on YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Brick. Joe, what you got going on?
Well, I was just going to, since we talked about the Mythic Legions role-playing game, I was going to plug a Legions Quest.
Yes.
Which is an adventure that I'm running from some really cool people from the community. Bill Dorclair's part of it, Trevor Williams, Curtis, of course, Jesse, and Nate Strong. And you can find that on the Let's Go Off-World podcast channel on YouTube. So if you'd like a primer for the Mythic Legions role-playing game that's coming up, check it out. I think it's a good time.
Excellent. Excellent. Blake, what you got?
So obviously my normal appearance on Let's Go Off-World this next coming Friday. Obviously 6 p.m. out here on the West, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will also be making a debut, a very fun debut. Actually, I made my debut on Wraith Maze last Sunday.
I didn't know if it was a secret or not, Curtis. You guys didn't let me in on it. So I'll also be on Shooting the Shelf tonight, apparently.
Awesome, Joe. Congrats, man.
Cool. So yeah, I made an appearance, my debut with my collection, everything, hanging out with Wraith Mace on his channel with Warhammer, which was absolute blast.
Cool.
With that said, I will be back on Sunday at 4 p.m. next Sunday. So a week from this Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 o'clock out here in the West Coast. And for all of you that don't know and didn't watch the mail call with me, Curtis, and Emil this week, Emil is the guest on Wraith Mace. And I will be making a stop by with me, Emil, and Wraith Mace talking Warhammer. And he will also be talking a little bit about his customs and his love for Warhammer versus Mythics. So that is Wraith Mace next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Excellent. Excellent. And I have new episodes of New to Mythics every Tuesday morning. And I don't remember it might be Eric Miller. I'm not sure. I'll have to check to see who's my next guest. But thank you guys all. Oh, Brian, do you have anything? I'm sorry, Brian.
That's all right. No, I just wanted to give a shout out to Mondo for making the 2000X, the 6-inch, 7-inch figures, because I am obsessed and I can't wait for every single one of them because they are so phenomenal. But I also wanted to give a quick shout out to El Spooky Zero, Rob Zamora, and thank him for adding me as his +1 to intern.
Yeah,
nice.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.
That's so cool.
Oh, and a shout out to Thomas Belay. T. Belay, love you, brother. I am his +1 for intern, so I am making an appearance at intern. I am super excited, and yeah, shout out to T. Belay, man. He's just not only a quality human being, he keeps his word. We made a little gentleman's pact a long time ago, so.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I did that with Brett last year. Oh, there's Rob right there. Rob, you lurker. Where have you been?
I was going to say, there's a stalker.
Rob's sleepy. He's sleepy is what it is.
Also wanted to shout out again to Hedgehog. Please subscribe to his channel. He is right on the cusp of 1,000. So check him out. Hedgehog, great guy.
I want to answer Andy's question. Andy, the channel's called Wraith Mace. Give me a second here, Schmerbs, and I'll put it in the chat.
You're fine.
So give me 1 second here. Get back to that.
I got nothing but chores waiting for me after this. So.
Oh yeah, so you're not in a hurry.
Yeah, Rob's been here all morning.
Yeah, Rob's been here all morning. He's been lurking. Thanks, Rob. Thank you to the chat. Thank you guys that have hung out with us for 3 hours and 40 minutes plus. Long show. My ass is numb from this long, but
this is why I stand.
I love
right.
and talking toys with bros or female bros. That is cool, man. I love those.
Yeah.
Hey, Brick, are you going to have more of those on your show this afternoon? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can unbox and also uncapsule.
I like that one right there, but get that Manus. I want to see that Manus.
Okay. Will do.
Very cool stuff. Did you find that? Oh, you got it already, Blake. Okay, you got it.
Yep, I put it in there at Wraith Mace on YouTube. Can't beat it. Yeah, I like us subscribing that guy. So just so you guys know, Wraith Mace, we obviously bonded over Warhammer, but Wraith is 100% a Legions fan. He's been at Legions Con. He collects Legions. He is a huge proponent of talking Legions, even within his Warhammer channel. He's a huge Grey Knights fan. That's his thing. And Wraith has a custom Grey Knights armored cosplay outfit that he got from overseas that he paid a lot of money for, that he'll be at New York Comic-Con walking around in it, and Legions Con. He asked Jeremy. So you'll see a large Grey Knights badass cosplay person walking around. That's Wraith himself. So you'll see that Legions Con, great selfie. And let me tell you, his outfit is like legit. We're not talking second rate here. So, and besides that, Wraith is a really wonderful story. He went through a really struggle with a health issue that was very polarizing. He fought through it. I admired the guy, and he just kept pushing and bonded with his community, which I think helped out a lot in his hobby. So I really align with that guy with, just overcome, adapt, and improvise.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it.
Great guy.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show, man. I really, really appreciate it very much. And I will be back in 2 weeks. So I will catch you guys then.
All right.
Right on.
Good day, everybody.